minute. Don't you think we ought to talk?
What, about how I'm gonna run? Sure.
About how you've managed to live as long as you have.
Think you can drive?
Oh, he can drive. He can drive beyond the limits of the tires, the engine, the car, anything else.
There's nothing I can't do with a race car.
Well, that's the difference between you and me. There's only so much I can do.
You want me to work the pit and you drive? You run good? Thank you. I will see how you do in a crowd.
I was desperate to get your attention.
Well, you got it. I've walked into a jungle.
Come up here and do it. I'll take you to a race.
Really, I can't. I'm a doctor. I'm Nicole.
Think your driving can improve?
I'll take your word for what a car can do, but I'm not taking anybody's word for what I can do.
I don't want you to hold a bad opinion of Cole. I believe it scares him. He needs reassurance from you that he's okay. After all,
How could you ignore me like that? I wasn't ignoring you.
you're his doctor. See, a driver gets his bell rung and a couple of lights flicker. And loses what he needs more than his eyesight, more than his reflexes, more than anything in the world.
I've raced with my legs broke, heart bruised, eyes popping out of my head like they're on springs.
He loses his need. The need to drive right out there on the ragged edge.
He doesn't believe you can drive anymore.
How long before you find out if you're really good?
You just want to race again.
Oh, you're really lucky.
You get back in that car, you'll die.
Greetings and salutations. Welcome, yes, to the 35th anniversary celebration / watch along of Days of Thunder, the greatest NASCAR movie ever made. I am your host, Ryan of Van Quote Channel. That's going to cause a stir in the comment section later tonight. I'm glad to be here. I hope you are happy to be here with us. Also joining me on this journey back to the year that was 1990. Yes, I was alive for it, but I don't think this individual was necessarily. Please welcome a good friend of the show, good friend of the channel, and he's been very, very busy with other stuff. But hey, we put it on Saturday, so you can finally join us. Took him a minute, though, but he's here. He's in the pit. He's in the pit lanes. He's ready to get started and start the engines and go. He was like, Matt Kearns is back. What's up, man? Good to see you again after all this time.
Hello. Good to be here. Excited to watch this movie, Days of Thunder. Big fan. One of my favorite Tom Cruise movies. When I was in the green room just now, I was checking my letterbox list. I currently have this at number 7.
Wow.
My favorite Cruise films.
Jeez.
Yeah, it's a great one. I've actually never seen that trailer, and I can't believe that tagline, "Cruise like thunder." The only thing that trailer was missing was it desperately needed the voiceover guy to be like,
in a world.
Cold trickle, cruise like thunder, Tom Cruise, Nicole Kidman. Well, no, it would have been 1990. It would have been Tom Cruise, Robert Duvall, Days of Thunder.
That's right. That's right. Yeah, it would have been. Yeah,
it would have been better.
And half the stuff that was in that trailer isn't even the final.
It's also like you just saw the whole movie, by the way. If you've never seen the film, there's just one like major minor character that wasn't in that trailer. But aside from that, you've seen the whole movie.
Yeah, sorry to disappoint you, other person who's joining us tonight on this show. Let's not forget about this young man. He seems to come around often. He's like a cockroach. You just can't get rid of him.
He's like Indiana Jones. He's like a bad penny.
I always turn. It's right. This young man always turns up. But not only that, he and I are going to be running and producing a new show coming on October the 5th, where we're going to be going back in time and rewatching all the episodes and seasons of Smallville, the greatest TV series of all time.
Nice.
And we're also going to be diving into episodes of and certain seasons of Power Rangers too. It's called Talon Crew. That's going to be dropping on the Madness Entertainment Roku, and maybe not so much. Yeah, maybe Roku, YouTube, whatever it is. But it's coming. He'll explain more because I've pretty much just messed up that promo. But Dustin, good to see you, man. How you doing? You excited for both this and what we got coming up in the month of October with giving the viewers an opportunity to dive into the 2000s and then back into certain eras of the 1990s?
Absolutely.
Including this one.
Excited.
I mean, yeah. Are you excited to see this movie?
Yeah, I mean, I've only watched part of it. It was like the senioritis thing, and we were watching part of it just for fun in history class, and we got about halfway through, and I'm like, okay, this is a decent movie, but I just never got to go back and watch the rest
Your
of it.
history teacher put on Days of Thunder.
Yeah.
That is the coolest history teacher in the
Awesome.
world.
Yeah.
There's a lot of history here.
They're not like, oh yeah, we're gonna put on like 1776. They're like, no, let's just put on Days of Thunder. That's nothing to do with history. What year is it? 1993. Technically, it's historic.
Right.
I mean, if you want to call it that, yeah, no. So, but it's great to have you here, Dustin. It's great to have you here, Matt, and it's great to have you here. Don't forget to like and share this with your closest friends. If you're watching us live or on a replay, thank you for doing so. What we do here, Movie Watch Along, is you're going to be watching us watch the same movie on a separate device. You're more than welcome to watch the movie along with us. Days of Thunder 1990 is what we're going to be celebrating on this one. We have it queued up to around the 3-second mark as the Paramount logo is coming up, but don't hit the play button just yet. I want to give you a chance to get to know these fine panelists a little bit better, because boy, we talked a really good game in the green room earlier. Dustin, you said you only saw bits and pieces, so this is going to be your first time actually watching a full-length feature film of this caliber.
Yeah.
So my heart goes out to you. You basically saw the whole movie in the trailer just now.
Yeah, I mean, there was people that popped up, and I'm like, wait, Robert Duvall? And then at the title screen, it's like Nicole Kidman, Carrie Yules. It's like,
this is the movie where Tom and Nicole met.
This is where they met and got hitched.
This
is
where they met.
They got married soon after, or a little while after this. Yeah. That was a
the
nice
Everquaid brothers in this, right before he lost his mind in Independence Day, and then lost his mind in real life.
Yep. Randy's in it.
Randy Quaid.
John C. Reilly from Talladega Nights is in
this is one of his early movies. Carrie Yules is in
There's
this, doing the same accent that he would later use in Twister.
Oh,
you've seen Twister. It's the exact same, like...
I haven't seen Twister in a minute.
Carrie Yules' American accent, and you'll hear it in this, is because obviously he's British. It sounds like a British person impersonating an American. You know, like, it's like... You know how in Terminator, Kyle Reese describes the first, like, Terminators, like, they have rubber skin and they can notice it? That's Carrie Yules' American accent. You're like...
That's a good one.
That's not real. I don't know what you are, but you're not American. But it's
real.
Great.
But yeah, no. You're in for a treat, Dustin. That's all I'm going to say, because there's a venerable who's who of young talent.
And also you're in for a treat, because this movie is, like, I've always described it as, like, it's the ideal summer movie. Like,
it really is.
It really like,
I mean, even the opening shots, which you're going to see here momentarily.
TV and sound system, like, get friends together on a Saturday night, pop some popcorn and some drink. It's such a fun, like, there's some silly stuff, but like, it's such a just fun movie.
Duvall really brings his game here. I'll give him that.
He does, him and Cruz both, and Nicole Kidman. I mean, you can't get her out.
For a young up and coming Kidman. I mean, by the way, Nicole,
star of BMX Bandits.
I mean, Nicole Kidman still looks beautiful to this day, all these years later. But with all due respect, Matt, what was it like? What was it like for you seeing this movie a little while ago? You only saw it just some years ago, right? Because you're a bit young for this audience.
Yeah, so I saw this movie when I was in college, and obviously
that was a long time ago.
Actually,
it was 2 minutes ago, actually. But all right.
I was class of 2019, so I started college 10 years ago.
There you go.
It was a long time ago.
Hey, a lot of people go to college for 7 years. I know. They're called doctors.
You know, so...
I'm sorry.
So this was just one of those things where, like, obviously I'm a big Tom Cruise fan, but you never see all the films of all of them, and I found out that this was another time he had worked with Tony Scott. I'm also a big fan of, because of
Tony Boy.
You know, Top Gun and Unstoppable and everything. So I was like, this is awesome. I gotta check it. And I loved it. And this is one of those movies that they've said, it's like, well, it's basically Top Gun. There is that comedian, I forget his name, but he has that great bit to where he's like, every Tom Cruise movie has the same plot, and he's like, cocktail. Tom Cruise, he's a cocktail maker. He's a pretty good cocktail maker. Till he has a crisis of faith and he can't make cocktails anymore. Then he meets a beautiful woman who teaches him how to be a good cocktail maker.
Elizabeth
Top Gun, he's a fighter pilot. He's a pretty good fighter pilot. Till he has a crisis of fate and meets a beautiful woman who teaches him how to be a good fighter pilot.
Wow.
Days of Thunder, he's a race car driver. Pretty good race car driver too. Till he has a crisis of fate and meets a beautiful woman who teaches him how to be a race car driver. And it's like, You're not wrong,
there's a bit
but
of a
they're all good.
Yeah.
there was a bit of a pattern here, but yeah, no, and it's funny too because you mentioned Cocktail. I didn't see that movie until
I still haven't seen that movie.
Well, here's the
Taps and
thing.
Cocktail are like some of his early ones I've never seen.
Here's the funny thing about TC Legend, and I'll go into this too. I want to bring this full circle here, but for me, I grew up watching Days of Thunder on VHS. I went to my local library, I checked it out, Blockbuster, whatever it was at the time.
Yeah.
Watched it so many times because I just like the vibe of it, but I also like the energy that comes from it, and also who doesn't want to hear fast cars driving around, certain racetracks. And this is also one of the films that kind of enhanced my love of NASCAR when I was watching it in the late 90s, early 2000s, with all due respect to the sport. And a lot of noticeable broadcasters from ESPN make appearances in this movie. And I remember watching them on ESPN Speed World when I was watching NASCAR with Dale Jarrett and the Labonte brothers.
Well, and some real
and Jeff Gordon
also are in the movie too.
Yeah, like Rusty Wallace makes a cameo here, so it's like, and Darrell Waltrip at some point or something like that, or his car makes an appearance. Sorry, not Darrell. Sorry, Darrell. But still,
they couldn't afford Darrell.
They couldn't afford Darrell. Well, they could afford Richard Petty, but I'm just saying. Spoiler alert for a 35-year-old film, but. Listen, I like this movie. And I didn't see Cocktail until like a year or two ago, or maybe it was actually during lockdown, I think. Or no, it was it was after lockdown when I moved from Maryland to North Carolina. Great state, by the way. But I was watching Cocktail and I was like, okay, it's not a very complicated movie. It's not a very complicated formula, but it still works. And Elizabeth freaking Shue is in it.
Yeah,
and I can't say no to Elizabeth Shue because you don't frack with the babysitter. All right. So if you've seen Adventures of Babysitter, you know where I'm going with this.
I can't believe Disney Plus got rid of that line.
No. They didn't get rid of it, but they edited.
Yeah, they changed it. I know. I watched the Disney Plus version.
Yeah, I watched it. Yes, I watched it yesterday. I didn't even see
this movie. I know that's not the line.
No, I watched it yesterday, and I'm like, you changed so much of this.
It's like the most famous line of that movie.
Well, not only is it the most famous line, but it's also one of the best moments of the whole film. So. Yeah. Anyway, long story short.
At least they didn't get rid of Kingpin pretending to be Thor.
Well, still, but I digress. So, Days of Thunder is very, very good to me. Tom Cruise, very, very good to me. So, I like this film. I dig it. It's what enhanced my love of NASCAR and the video games. I was playing NASCAR video games around this time. So,
there was a Days of Thunder game for PC. I saw apparently.
I didn't know that.
Doing a little research. Yeah.
I didn't know that. There's another fun fact.
I assume it's probably just.
It was a fun fact, but I remember playing NASCAR 98, NASCAR 99, NASCAR Heat on PlayStation 2 and all this other stuff.
Yeah.
So this is a summer blockbuster. It's a popcorn flick, but it's got energy to it. It's got energy. And by the way, Hans Zimmer does the score, okay? Hans Zimmer is a beast. He's a beast. And even for this movie, for a NASCAR movie, I'm like, Hans Zimmer, you bring it, man. Like every chance you get, he brings that guitar. He brings the drums. He brings something what the French call a certain I don't know what. So it just works. So I'm looking forward to seeing this. We're going to start this around the 3-second mark, as we said before. I'm going to say, let's go back to the year that was 1990. Go back to simpler times, right? Simpler times. Days of Thunder starts in 3, 2, 1. Hit play. Here we go. Going back to the year that was 1990. Great times had by all. At least some of us were there anyway. And all that jazziness. And let me make sure I have the appropriate settings.
There for the 90s. It's not like I wasn't in the 90s.
Oh, wow. Is this the only one they have? Huh. Apparently, I'm going to have to watch this completely silent because there's no English subtitles on my version on DVD. So
really?
Listen, I'll be honest with you. This is the Paramount Pictures DVD version of this movie, and the only subtitles I get are French and off. So that doesn't.
I'm so sorry for all you Americans who bought that legal.
The DVD. This is the DVD version of the movie.
So sorry.
This isn't the Blu-ray. This is not the Blu-ray.
Or learn French.
I have the Blu-ray version of this movie, and I'm like, okay, DVD should have subtitles, but it doesn't. So, because the Blu-ray does.
Yeah.
That's weird.
But it's okay. I've seen this movie dozens of times, so I mean, I'm still gonna miss some stuff that's going on, but I can predict. But yeah, the score to this movie it sets a tone. It sets the atmosphere so well. I mean, the opening shot is sunrise at Daytona Beach, Florida for the Daytona 500. Come on.
This movie is also just one of those, like, I throw it in the category of movies with like Backdraft and stuff like that.
Oh,
Just
yeah,
like
I remember Backdraft.
movies that they just will not make anymore. Like, because nowadays, I think we get some pretty good movies nowadays, but like everything has to be like it has to be like sci-fi or superheroes or like world ending or this. It's like no one's gonna make a movie that's just like, yes, this guy just drives in NASCAR and that's the film.
Yeah.
Like, well, it's funny because talking about Randy Quaid, I thought the same thing when I saw Ron Howard's The Paper a couple years ago. Where I'm like, great movie, and it's a Universal film. I'm like, Universal is not making a movie that's like, yeah, we're gonna follow this newspaper editor for 24 hours and just kind of see what happens in his life. Like, that'd be like an A24 like Sundance indie film that gets like a 2-day release in theaters.
I heard they someone told me at the convention I was at earlier today in Maryland, someone said that they took Clint Eastwood's latest movie, but they didn't really do a wide release for it. They just kind of threw it out there and then it disappeared. I don't know the name of his latest film, but it came out. It came and went very fast. And I'm like, why would they mistreat Clint Eastwood?
A lot of those movies that are like streaming films, they'll do like a 1 week release.
True.
So that they can be nominated for Oscars. So that was like Air got a random release.
Yeah, that was really random.
Because it could, which was great. I got to see it in theaters, but it's like it's always just like 1 week. And sometimes it's not even really like nationwide because technically to be nominated for the Academy Awards, you only have to have screenings in New York and LA. But yeah, it's just, and look, I love streaming. I have a lot of streaming services.
Same here.
But you know, well,
there's a lot of them.
Did you see I got the email this morning. Superman's on HBO Max.
Yeah, the problem is yours truly doesn't. I don't have Max, nor do I have Netflix. So I am, that just reminds me, I'm probably just gonna end up buying Superman on Blu-ray.
Well, DVD. Yeah, I'm gonna buy it on Blu-ray, but just until I get it.
Yeah, because I walked out of the movie theater thinking, you know what? That wasn't bad. That was a good Superman movie, and also the new kid, David Cornsweet, he did a really good job. Rachel was solid. Nicholas goes from playing Beast in X-Men to playing like a bald billionaire. Criminal mastermind.
Rachel's definitely one of probably my top.
She was
3. good. I mean, Erica Durance is still number 1.
Oh my god! I don't think anyone's gonna top. And Dustin,
like,
you know this too.
It's like a 3-way tie right now between Rachel, Margot Kidder, and Terry Hatcher.
Ooh.
But then you also have Dana Delaney. There's so many good.
Well, Dana Delaney was. I mean, Dana Delaney.
But Erica Durance is like there's no.
But Dana Delaney paved. But Dana Delaney, in my opinion, kind of paved the way for how Erica betrayed her too.
Yeah,
true.
Because Dana was very sassy.
But Terry Hatcher
very
was
sassy.
her mother, so.
Yeah, and Terry was great. Terry was. I mean,
Terry's
let's
fantastic.
I mean, Terry is real and
also,
she's spectacular.
Terry Hatcher is one of the most beautiful women.
She is, but like I said before, Matt, her Lois was real and it was spectacular. It really was. And Dustin, you know where I'm going with this, so.
She's also hilarious. Like I love that in season 4 when there's the whole like Clark or Cal is the like Kryptonian overlord and she becomes a concubine. And then they're all saying this like, wait, I thought it was a concubine. What am I now?
I haven't watched. I gotta be honest with you. I haven't watched Lois and Clark in a minute. So, and I have all 4 seasons on DVD. I do have them.
The Warner Bros. Archive, I think, released it on Blu-ray recently.
Wait a minute, did they?
Yeah, I think they did full
hold on. I'm on
Blu-ray.
Amazon. Let me see if it's on Amazon. Hold on.
It's either out or it's coming out, but I feel like I saw that Warner Bros. Archive was doing Lois and Clark on Blu-ray.
Complete series. Yeah. Oh, it does say Blu-ray. Let me see. When's the release date? No, it's available right now on Blu-ray. The complete series is in fact on DC Studios, Warner Brothers.
Yeah, Warner Bros. Archive.
But unfortunately, it's $90 on Amazon.
Well, I mean, it is 4 seasons of television,
and it's like $90. It's $90 freaking dollars. So I think that's gonna have to wait until Christmas for myself.
But hey, just to know that it's there.
I'm gonna add it to my Amazon list right now. I'll tell you that. It's gonna stay on my list because I freaking want that show.
Also, welcome to the Days of Confused Watchalong. Days of Confused. I'm thinking about the conversation we had before. Days of Thunder.
What is it?
Sorry.
Yeah, go
We were
ahead.
talking
Yeah.
about Days of Confused off
Yeah, it's
air,
called
and
Days of Thunder,
Day-
ladies and just to
Days
give
of
everyone some
Thunder-
clarification. 'Cause
sorry.
I think Mattis had too much to drink, but we're talking, no, he's drinking too much of DC's Kool-Aid. That's what it is. No, we love DC. We love DC. There's a lot of things to love about
We
DC.
love DC and we love TC,
well,
who's the star of this
DC
film.
legend. That's right.
We also
So
love Mary Poppins.
spoonful of sugar.
Michael Rooker.
Spoonful of sugar.
who-
What was I saying earlier? Oh
it's
yeah,
so weird to see him with hair. Because I'm so
Yeah.
used to him from like Mallrats and
Being a
when
cue
he's
ball.
bald.
mm-hmm.
But so it's just
mm-hmm.
but he's also one of those guys who, like, watching this, it also does feel like at some point he did kind of just freeze in aging. Like, he just got to a point, like, he's just a little bit older now. Like, there's some of those actors who, like, that just happens. They just, like, kind of get they get to an age and then they just kind of just stop for a bit.
Wow. You know the DVD of Superman 2025 has no features on it. That's kind
not
of
that surprising. They really just throw out DVDs.
They really just throw out the
They
DVDs.
don't even do combo packs with DVDs anymore.
Which really ticks me
It's
off.
just
It
Blu-ray
really ticks me
and
off.
digital.
No, but it ticks me off that
There
they don't
has to be
do-
some reason to buy the DVD because I mean,
Yeah.
if there's no special features, why buy
What's the point?
behind the scenes? I
The
mean, that is
only
the whole
reason
point.
too is if you're someone like me, like I do. That's why I like to get the compacts because I have a portable DVD player and I like to have the DVD.
That's what I'm
to go.
saying.
Yeah.
But that's also, but I do like having the digital. That's why it is annoying when sometimes you buy a Blu-ray and it doesn't give you a digital.
No, this
Yeah.
I
one
don't
does.
like having to
This
go on
one does.
iTunes and having to buy it like again. Like, oh.
Well, here's the funny thing. I don't know if you guys heard the news or not, but did you know that they literally posted almost every featurette that was featured on the Blu-ray of Superman anyway on Joe Blow's YouTube channel?
I haven't. No,
Mhm.
but I. Nah.
See, if they post all the behind the scenes on someone else's YouTube, another studio's YouTube channel, it's like, well, why do I even need the Blu-ray if all the features?
Well, that's
are
not even.
there?
I'm sure that's just Joe Blow. Somebody just bought the 4K or the Blu-ray and just ripped it all from.
No,
Which, by the way, is
No, they released that.
Oh, really?
Before
the
the movie.
actual documentaries.
Yeah.
Like they. Let me see if I can
Oy
find it. Hold on.
vey.
Let me see. Hold on. I'm gonna look at this if I can find them.
Whatever.
So if you type in
I will
Superman,
not see it until
Hold on,
I get
hold on.
that Blu-ray.
hold on, Superman.
Which, mind you, by the way, I'm not judging because some people can't
People
afford
do it.
to buy
Yeah.
the Blu-rays. And stuff.
People
and,
do it.
And again, and sometimes, like, for me, like, there's a channel that has all the prequels, DVDs, features.
10
And
minutes.
sometimes there's just a time to where I
minutes.
want to just watch, like, one of them. And so to pull out my DVDs,
2 minutes.
I don't need to do that. But, like,
The
for new
Justice
stuff, I'm
Gang.
just like, come on.
The Justice Gang behind the scenes of Superman 2025 is 10 minutes long. So there's one of the
Yeah.
featurettes right there. Superman featurette, a new era, 4.5 minutes long.
You think
Full-
they still make a denim jacket that looks like that? Because I feel like I need it.
I would
My
love to
God.
wear a denim jacket like that. Lex Luthor, the mind of a master villain behind the scenes, Warner Brothers Entertainment, 5 minutes and 22 seconds.
That'd be
Man,
a good. That'd be a good convention costume for you, Ryan. Do
What?
Cole Trickle.
Yeah,
but,
like, and
in
no
the
one's
denim
gonna
jacket
get
to
it.
where no one would know that you're.
no
Cole
one's gonna know
Trickle.
who it is. No one's gonna know who it is. It's
Well,
it's-
that's
yeah.
I'm questioning who's gonna know who I'm gonna be for Halloween at work this year.
Are you gonna go as Cole Trickle?
No, I'm going as Chief Brody from Jaws,
Oh, nice.
and I'm gonna have this cigarette. I'm gonna have a little shark toy.
Are you gonna have the
Like-
shark toy jump out at you and then
Yeah,
walk,
and then
walk
I'm
10
gonna be
feet
like, why don't
back?
you chump some of this shit? Slow ahead, I can go slow ahead. Why don't you chump some of this shit? You're gonna need a bigger boat. Well, that's why
Yeah.
I need the cigarette.
I love it.
I saw that in theaters. I saw it the re-release.
Let's see.
This was my first time seeing
Superman.
Jaws in theaters.
That's awesome.
Wonderful.
I missed out on all of that, unfortunately.
I love Fathom. I love that they do this. I wish they would do something like this. Like, I wish they would have done a 35th anniversary because I would love to see this movie in theaters. And what stinks is
Yeah.
the Museum of Moving Image this past summer did a Tom Cruise series in their theater. They showed Mission Impossible, The Firm, Top Gun,
Jeez.
I want to say Last Samurai, and they showed Days of Thunder.
Mm.
But the day they were showing Days of Thunder was the day after we got back from my family vacation.
Mm-hmm.
And it was also in... Well, it's a two-fer. One, the Museum of the Image is in Queens and kind of hard for me to get to. And two, that was also the day I was seeing Superman. But man...
Oh, geez,
and it was
yeah.
And you know what sucks too? It was a 70mm print of Days of Thunder.
Oh wow. That's kind of insane.
Yeah, Museum of the Image. If you're in the
I
New
wanna
York
say.
area,
Yeah, New York area. That's it.
I went to it for the first time this year. Incredible museum. If you're a Tom Cruise fan right now, they're still doing their Mission Impossible tribute to stunts. It's amazing, but they also do films usually related to stuff. And yeah, over the summer they were doing Tom Cruise, but yeah. Picking it out because Museum of the Image is awesome, and I can't wait to go back. I also bought 2 film cells when I was there. I bought one of Luke in from actual 35mm print of the original Star Wars. Luke when they're fighting the TIE fighters, and then from Batman when he goes, "I'm Batman."
I'm Batman. Yeah. I'm Batman. No, I gotcha. I'm sorry, I can't help myself.
Yeah.
I'm just so the Superman Blu-ray has all the features. Obviously, I added it to my Amazon list because it's Superman. I have to.
Yeah, I'm gonna wait for Christmas. I'm gonna.
Oh, you're gonna wait for Christmas. All right.
Just that way, I have stuff to ask for.
Yeah, that's
sometimes
fair.
I do that problem of like I'll buy stuff and then my mom will be like, "Oh, what do you want?" I'm like, "Oh, well, I guess I should have waited and asked for this." And now that it's on HBO Max, if I want to watch it, I could just watch it.
You
on
can
HBO
just
Max.
pop it on there. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
But talking about this movie.
Yeah.
Back to Days
Yeah.
of Thunder.
Sorry. Yeah. Days of Thunder is going
Robert
swimmingly
Duvall,
well.
this was, it's so funny because it's so funny to watch actors like this in these movies because this is well past his years of like being in Godfather and all this stuff. Like this is when he's becoming Robert Duvall like kind of actor.
Yeah.
And obviously this is 1990s. This is a few years after Top Gun, so this is like when Tom Cruise is starting to get at his like apex of being like one of the biggest stars ever, and so it's just really interesting to see them together, and they play off each other so well. And then obviously this is like a pre-Boogie Nights John C. Reilly, like, which is just fascinating, just to like. But again, it makes sense that like he would want to do this movie because it's like it's Tony Scott, it's Tom Cruise, it's Robert Duvall. Like, why not do this?
Why not?
Also, Ryan, when you watch this movie, wouldn't you love to just have a nice can of Mellow Yellow?
Yeah.
Whenever I watch this movie, I always want Mellow Yellow. And AMC Theaters has it, and I've gotten it once or twice just because of this movie.
That's interesting. But for those of you just joining us and wondering what the frack we're doing here, this is the 35th anniversary celebration / watch along / Ryan's Random Tangents. On the 35th anniversary watch along of Days of Thunder, starring Tom Cruise and company. Don't forget to like and share this with everyone you know. If you're watching this live or what is known as a replay, thank you so much for doing that. If you want to queue up your copy on physical media or what is known as a streaming service and watch the movie along with us, you're more than welcome to do so. Matt, where are we at within the film?
We are at 14 minutes and 50 seconds now.
There you go. Thank you so much for sharing that with us. So keep your copy to that period in the film and watch it along with us. And we're going into the montage featuring Give Me Some Lovin' by the Spencer Davis Group song, where they're traveling to all the different racetracks. And Cole is figuring out, I'm not as good as a driver as I thought I was.
And Rowdy is having
Rubbin's
fun.
son is racing. Rubbin's son, Dustin, is racing. All right. Remember, when someone hits you, it's not about slamming into you. He didn't bump you. He didn't nudge you. He rubbed you. And Rubbin's son is racing. There goes the quarter panel. There goes your fender. Sorry. One too many hits with a snake. What was I going to say earlier about this? So we found,
So someone who I don't watch professional car racing at all. It's just never really been an interest in me. Tony Scott does such a good job of filming these scenes. Oh, also I love this line.
We're still going into a caution. I want you to back out of that track and hit the pace car. Hit the pace car.
You hit everybody else out there.
What for? Because you're hitting every other blah blah blah. I want you to be perfect.
I love that.
It's good stuff, isn't it, Dustin? Are you enjoying this so far, Dustin? 15 minutes in?
Yeah.
Right.
Have you guys ever seen Ford v Ferrari?
Yeah,
I have not seen it.
It's okay.
It's
good.
It's incredible.
It's good.
James Mangold. I'm just saying, Dustin, if you like this, I would say check out Ford v Ferrari afterwards.
Yeah.
And again, I'm not a race person, but that might be my favorite Christian
Bale movie. It's like weird because I've watched every
Fighter.
Right. It's like I've watched every Fast and Furious, and this is more like with rules.
Yeah, but don't worry, it's also about family.
Yeah. Have you guys ever seen Driven with Sylvester Stallone?
No. I know of that, and it's funny when we were on vacation in Jamaica. I was just randomly flipping through channels, and they had it, but it was like right at the end, and I was like, I need to check this out because it's Burt Reynolds, isn't it too, right? And it's one of those Stallone movies I haven't seen, and so I'm like, I need to. I know it's not very beloved or very good, but like, I need to see it. There's
things in this movie that I just found intriguing and have stuck with me all these years later, and it's like I still appreciate that. It's like, okay, cool.
We're eating ice cream. Ice cream.
I love it.
Ice cream. And it's funny too because the driver Aldo Benedetti is played by co-producer of this movie, Don Simpson.
Oh, really?
Yeah, that's Don Simpson, aka of Don Simpson and Jerry Bruckheimer Productions. Now, unfortunately,
this was when they liked each other.
Yeah, unfortunately, Don Simpson and Jerry Bruckheimer kind of sort of had a falling out, and then another unfortunate side effect
they had
of
a massive falling out.
Yeah, well, not only that, Don Simpson unfortunately passed away some years after this movie came out. So.
Well, and that was the sort of tragedy of it was they had this massive falling out and then they weren't really able to reconcile.
Yeah,
which is why Jerry Bruckheimer still has his production company with Don Simpson's name.
It's
right?
very sad. Very sad.
Yeah, it's a lot like Leonard Nimoy and William Shatner, to where they had their falling out and then they weren't really able to fully reconcile before Leonard passed away.
Yeah,
it just feels, and the thing is like. When you talk about stuff like that, it's like people who are really successful in Hollywood, especially producers, they all have egos, and you kind of have to be successful. But it is a shame when like two guys who, you look at their catalog of movies they produce together, it's insane, and it just sucks when But again, it's just like I said, egos, and everyone thinks they know better than everybody else, and you just. Yeah. But it's sad when they don't get the chance to like. Sit down and reconcile,
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. What was the
So I have to say this. I will say, as someone who doesn't understand car racing at all, they do a good job with Robert Duvall with like exhibition with like
exposition.
Yeah. Like it catches like a novice like me up, but they make it digestible.
Yeah. And interesting.
You're gonna see this whole scene about the tires. Like it makes total sense.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And it's funny because there's another scene, and I know I keep bringing this up, but there's another scene in Driven that they go into the details about tires, and they spend a good bit of time on it.
I think it's because like if you're making a movie about like competitive car racing,
right.
That like. I know NASCAR is like hugely watched, but I think they do know that like it's not like if you're doing like a baseball or football movie, like you don't need to explain baseball or football to general audiences.
Right.
But like car racing, you want to be like, let's just catch most people up to like what this is.
Right.
But you have to do it in the right way to where it doesn't feel like, and now this is Professor Robert Duvall explains car racing to you.
Right.
But they do a great thing, and we're gonna find out something about Cole to where it makes sense why they write it into the movie.
Mm-hmm.
Why Robert Duvall has to give these kinds of explanations.
Yeah.
I know you're great. He knows you're great.
I have to be
the guy in the car doesn't trust you. We're never going to win a damn race.
Sad watching Randy Quaid and something like this to where I'm like, why'd you have to go so insane, man?
He plays this character really well.
Yeah, he's great. He's genuinely, when he is on, he's on. Like
when he's on, man.
The Paper, he's great in. Independence Day, obviously, he's great in.
Mm-hmm.
He was
I'm
just
flying.
He was just a little bit too good in Independence Day. He decided to become Russell K in real life now.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Yeah.
What was the thing? What was the inciting incident that caused him to go insane? Because I'm not familiar with this.
No.
It's just one of those things to where he just kind of
he got caught up in some stuff.
He got caught up into like conspiracy theories and stuff. And they
and
started posting some weird videos on the internet, and he's just kind of like, he was at Fan Expo Philly in 2023 when I was there.
Mm-hmm.
He has full like hobo beard, like he's just.
I just Googled him.
Yeah,
see,
he literally just became Russell K in real life.
I'm flying.
Like he's Russell K if the aliens never invaded again. Like that's who Russell K would be.
It's an unfortunate situation here, but you know
But we have him great in movies like this, and that's all that matters.
There's so many good movies that he was in, and he what was I saying before?
Look, separate the art from the artist.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like he did a really good job.
To my knowledge, it's not like he's done really anything. He hasn't like assaulted people or anything. He's just like he's just a weirdo with an internet connection now. Like I don't think Dennis is inviting him to any of his movie premiere. I don't think he was at the Substance premiere. You know, I think Dennis is keeping a bit of arm's length.
What was the? Yeah. Oh, now I remember what I was gonna say. Yeah.
So. For those Dusty, you might have missed it, but in that scene, Cole reveals that he knows nothing about race cars.
Oh, yeah?
He does not know anything, which is now setting up that Robert Duvall is going to explain race cars to us.
Gotcha.
Oh, yeah. Oh, boy. See, when I type
so
this
Ryan,
in...
as a Tom Cruise fan, I have to ask, where does Cotrickle's hair rank on Tom Cruise dues?
Listen, I don't really rank that kind of weird stuff. I don't really think about it.
Excuse me?
Excuse me? Baking powder? $5,000 occupancy
Excuse
permit?
me?
Yes, we have that actually.
You're talking to the person who ranked all of Ethan Hunt's hairstyles before Final Reckoning came out? Hey, I only did it because the Wangers and Andrew Guy did it on their show, and I was like, I should rank the Mission Impossible movies based upon Ethan Hunt's hair. Because why not?
I mean, what was I going to say earlier? Yeah, if you want to do that, that's that's fine.
It's probably above Legend. I'd say that's one of his worst dues. Tom Cruise looks horrible with long hair like that.
I didn't know that was a thing.
Yeah. Which he did with the other Scott, Ridley. It's actually funny. 85, he does Legend with Ridley Scott, and then 86, he does Top Gun with Tony Scott. Guess he just really likes those brothers.
That's interesting. You know, someone told me you weren't happy with your toys growing up. Yeah, that was me. Sorry, that's a Seinfeld quote. But anyway, no, I hear you. You know, apparently when you type in Pale Rider DVD, you get like all the foreign releases of the movie on DVD. It's so weird.
Well, that could just mean that the U.S. disc has been out of print for a really long time.
I just popped a screenshot of
what?
Everybody.
Sorry, hold on. Where am I? Oh boy.
Yeah.
That's
okay.
His hair.
Dude, imagine being at a convention and seeing that in person. I was like,
yeah.
I'm like, if I didn't know what
completely different.
No, like I'm sure there were people walking around the convention who, if you told them that's Cousin Eddie, they'd be like, no, it's not.
Right.
That's not Cousin Eddie.
Does not look anything like him in this movie. Does not look at like anything like him as the dude from Independence Day.
I'm the dude.
Are you serious, Clark?
You serious, Clark?
Right.
I just this is so weird for me. So
I'm gonna throw down the hammer. No, you will not.
No,
that's not this scene. But
yeah, that was from before. Where he says,
I don't know about you guys, but anytime I've gone, well, obviously Dustin, you would not do this. This is the first time you've seen this movie, but every time I'm at like a go-kart place or something, to myself, I'm always quite disappointed. I'm like, I'm gonna drop the hammer. I'm gonna drop the hammer now.
You're gonna strip off the lamb now.
I know people make that reference, but I'm just like,
well, now you'll understand the reference. You'll be able to make it with them.
Right.
Oh, here it is. Let me see. How can you have? That is so weird. Well, maybe it has the special features. Maybe I'm just not seeing them.
And once again, Hans Zimmer, fantastic score. Does a really good job of just, again, like I said, the score goes along to just like great summer movie. Like it just gets you hyped. That guitar.
So, what you were saying earlier in Last Samurai, he's good at killing people.
Yeah.
And then meets a girl and gets better at killing people.
Tom Cruise.
Right.
He's pretty good at hunting. He's pretty good at hunting Japanese people until he has a crisis of fate, and then he actually decides to change sides because of a woman that was pretty good at kill white people.
Right.
He also becomes the last samurai.
Well, I don't think he was technically the
he was
samurai,
blessed,
but still,
he outsurvives Ken Watanabe.
Yeah, he does. He does.
Let them fight. Yeah,
I want someone to just edit. I want someone to edit in Tom Cruise from Last Samurai, like into the like League of Shadows scenes just like in the background, like oh, it's the other white guy that we brought in, Bruce Wayne.
Right.
This is the first time he's pulling into the pits and not crashed. Go, 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 go.
Yep, but the pit crew, unfortunately,
my air
grill
guns. Yeah,
isn't
give me
working.
another one. By the way, is the movie Joe Kidd with Eastwood any good?
Never seen it, so
all right.
Yeah, I
never
don't
mind.
think I've ever seen it either.
Ooh, I found Roadhouse on Blu-ray. That's a good movie.
I have that. Is that the Shout Factory release?
Let me see. Hold on.
Because that's a fantastic release. Shout Factory.
Let me see who did it. This is 20th Century Fox and MGM. This isn't Shout Factory. When did Shout Factory put it out?
It was a while ago, but I was able to find it on Amazon for a good price.
Yeah, let me see.
Yeah, look at the Shout Factory. It's a good transfer, and they have a great like featurette to where it's real life bouncers talking about the influence of Roadhouse on like bouncers.
Oh, okay.
And you said Shout Factory did this?
Right, Shout Factory.
Let me just type in Shout Factory Roadhouse.
Yeah,
Roadhouse Shout Factory release. Oh, here it is. Yeah. $26 though. But the DVD's for $15.99. Oh, but that's the original MGM release. That's not.
Shout Factory doesn't.
Yeah, never mind. Okay, so Shout Factory is 20. It's pouring it. Well, this is weird. 2-disc Blu-ray DVD combo and Blu-ray packaging. Is that really? Did they do that for Shout Factory?
I mean, the Shout Factory release I have is just a 2-disc Blu-ray.
Right.
Okay, let me see. Huh? Yeah, I'm listening.
No, I was just agreeing.
Oh, I thought you were asking me something. I'm sorry.
No.
I am so distracted by my shopping spree. It's ridiculous.
That's the other thing about Amazon. You do have to be careful because they will just show you like other versions of stuff.
Oh, it's called Roadhouse Collector's Edition. That's the Shout
That's
Select.
the Shout Factory version.
Well, apparently the Blu-ray is only $8.45. So
can't go wrong.
That's pretty good for a Shout Factory release of freaking Roadhouse.
Such a good. That's one of my favorite action movies of all time.
Well, here it's funny you say that because Dustin here never saw it until I said no. But listen.
You know what? It's okay. I only saw it like 2 years ago for the first time.
Listen.
Fine.
Here's the catch. I didn't see Roadhouse until a couple years before you did. So you and I are sort of kind of on the same trajectory. But my point is, when I told Dustin, I said, Dustin, don't you know the 3 rules? And he says, no. And I said, never underestimate your opponent. Expect the unexpected. 2, take it outside. Never start anything inside the bar unless it's absolutely necessary. And 3,
be nice.
I want you
until it's time to not be nice.
Until it's time.
If you're going to walk them outside, you do it nicely.
That's what I'm saying. So when I said this to Dustin, I'm like, dude, you have to see Roadhouse just for that scene. It's so good. I mean, the whole movie.
Well, what if he calls mom a whore? Is she?
It's an adjective to elicit a response. Yeah. So Dustin did it, and he watched it for his show ADHD Theater, which you can check out on Madison Entertainment Group, the Meg.tv on social media, or you can go to the website.
Yeah.
Dustin watched it, and I asked him, what do you think of this movie now that you've had a chance to see all 2 hours of it? And he looked at me and he said, I liked it. It's good. Yeah. You liked it, didn't you? You liked it, didn't you?
I did.
Did you give it a
Sam
positive
Elliott,
review? Did you give it a positive
Wade.
review?
Yeah, I
Wade
did.
Garrett.
Yep.
He's the best in the business.
Yeah.
How you doing, mijo?
You
That
doing-
looks
yeah.
like
Right.
it hurt.
hmm There's
Oh
some
my
serious.
God.
The fact that Sam Elliott still looks the same in every movie he's
Yeah, I
ever
know.
been
Yeah,
in.
he's like Michael Rooker. He just stopped. Some point in the '80s, he just froze
stopped.
aging.
He stopped.
Yeah.
All
yeah.
he did was he cut his hair.
He cut his hair. That's only the
Like that's
only
all
difference.
he did. But that's also like I love that moment right before the big fight where he just ties the hair. That's also my favorite fight scene in the movie is
Yeah.
that one. And Jimmy calls out Wade Garrett.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I'm gonna. Yeah. I don't know if I did this yet, but it's going on my Amazon list. So.
Yeah. It's a great release. They also have a great documentary about Patrick Swayze.
Oh, really?
It was after he passed, and they interview his wife, and she talks about the first time they met at her mom's dance studio. Like it's a really. I mean, Chad Factory always does great releases.
Yeah.
But it's for if you're a Roadhouse fan like I am, Ryan, it's a really good buy.
Mm-hmm. I wonder how much the Harrison Ford that you mentioned. Let me see, Patriot
Which
Games.
one? Oh, the Patriot Games and
DVD. I'm just looking for I'm just looking for the DVD.
Yeah, it was a 2-pack. It came with both of them.
Well, there's a DVD of it. The special collector's edition by itself is $7.63. So it's pretty cheap on Amazon.
What my mom got me was the collector's editions just together instead of so it's two separate boxes for them, but it was just sold in a pack. It was a bundle.
Okay, that's different.
Yeah.
I'm adding this one to my Amazon.
Well, Dustin, just saying, talking about late '80s action movies. If you haven't seen it, Above the Law with Steven Seagal, it's a good.
Okay,
movie to check
so
out if you've never
I
seen
need to
it.
ask you something about this. So this is an important question. This is related to nothing to do with the movie that we're watching, but still.
Welcome to our. We have
this is
Days of Thunder
tangents.
on in the
This is
background, and
tangents.
sometimes
It's tangents.
we'll talk about it.
It's called Tangents. So I had a 4-pack DVD set in my wish list on Amazon, and I want to know if this is true or not. So the 4 movie set that is a Steven Seagal collection from Warner Brothers, the 4 film favorite stuff that they always did. This one has I've already seen this one, and I have it on another format. I have Under Siege. It includes Under Siege, The Glimmer Man, Above the Law, and Fire Down Below. So which one did you tell me I need to see before I croak? Was it Above the Law?
Above the Law, but Fire Down Below is also really, really good. That's my
Fire Down Below.
That's a Steven Seagal movie. It's a Steven Seagal movie. Now, what about The Glimmer Man? Is that any good?
I've never seen
Who
it.
wants to see a movie about?
No, hold on a second.
It's good.
Is The Glimmer Man?
I've never seen Glimmer Man, so I can't tell you. But based off of those 3, you can take it. I mean, because Under Siege is good. Above the Law is in my top 10 action movies, and then, like I said, Fire Down Below. I'm a supporter of that movie. I know a lot of people may not like it, but it's good. What's his name is in it? He's really young in it.
You really, No, you sold me on it.
No, it's.
I'm adding it to my cart.
It has one of the most badass Seagal moments, which is there's like the big bad guy, and he sends like 2 of his cronies out to get Seagal, and they're at this gas station, and the place is covered with gasoline, and he has this he's thrown a flare, and the guy's caught it, he's holding it over, and Seagal has his gun on him. He's like, "Go tell your boss that I'm coming for him." And then he's like about to walk away, and then goes, "Second thought, I'll tell him." And he shoots the flare out of the guy's hand. It's about to fall down, and then he shoots the flare so that it can't set him on fire. He's like, "On second thought, you tell him." And I'm like,
what?
Look, it's so hard to root for Steven Seagal because I know he's such a POS in person.
Yeah.
I can't help it, man. His run in the late 80s and 90s, he had some really good movies.
So
this is also a really important moment.
So
we should silent because this will come back to play later.
This Dustin, this is an interesting scene here in the outside of his trailer. And
it will come back.
Something's really weird going on, and you're like, why are they doing this? Because I'm a little freaked out right now. But then you realize she's a nice person. Because of that. Yeah. Just that. I'm just saying. And Robert Duvall's like, yeah, I kind of knew this was coming.
Well, he set it up.
He set the whole thing. Him and his guys set this whole thing up. Yeah, we do like you, honestly. I don't know who she is in the casting list there, Matt, but she is
She looks real and spectacular.
she's very beautiful. I'll just say that. Can we say that on national television? I think we can.
Yeah, we can say whatever we want.
Yeah, this is YouTube, man.
Yeah. Hey, yeah.
We're also
listen.
past the first 10 minutes, so we really can't say anything.
Hey,
we
listen,
want.
Dustin. Obviously, don't go and do that. You do whatever you like. No, we can't do anything.
Do whatever
in
you
this world.
like.
No, we can't live. Live. It's live,
No, you can do whatever you like. Exactly.
dude.
F it.
That-
We'll do it live. We'll
That's
do
right.
it live. I'll write
Yeah.
myself and we'll do it live.
Yeah, Dustin. That little clip is on YouTube Shorts, but somebody wrote in the caption. Somebody took the footage and wrote in the caption, "What you don't tell your parents when you're going out late." Or no, you're about to tell your parents that you're going to be staying out late, and the news anchor says, "Obviously, don't go and do that. You do whatever you like." Dude, I've never seen Ted Lasso, but that one scene is
I love
That's one of
hilarious.
Ted Lasso.
that is my favorite show next to Firefly is Ted Lasso.
That is hilarious. I
Yes.
laughed so. It's a
You-
tense. It's a.
if you found that
15-second
funny,
reel.
watch Ted Lasso.
Where's it
because
For real.
Where's it streaming?
It's
Apple
only
TV.
on Apple TV Plus, but they released
That
all the series
sucks.
on DVD. So
Yes.
check your
Well, how much-
library. You might be able to rent it.
Yeah, I was gonna say there's a library
Yeah.
right near my house.
Yeah,
So
that you might be able to rent it. It's
Never
3
mind.
seasons. It's
Yeah.
an easy. It's seriously one of my favorite.
How many
TV shows of all
episodes are
time.
in a season? How many
So
episodes
the
are in a season?
first season,
10?
each one has less than 20 because season 2 and 3. The first season is 10, but season 2 and 3 they're all under 20 episodes,
Okay.
and they're not. Some episodes get close to an hour. I think the pilot is an hour, but most of them are like 30 to 40 minutes, so they're not that insane to watch.
Okay, so that one scene was. I laughed so hard.
But that's
It
what
was-
I'm saying. If you laughed at that,
I will.
There's
I'll
an
see it.
entire show with
Yeah.
not just humor like that, but like Ryan, you might cry watching the show. I know
Okay.
I've
Definitely.
cried, and I've rewatched the show multiple times, and I still cry.
All right, so you and Dustin have seen this. You guys know what's
Yeah.
going on.
like
All
I
right.
said, Firefly
Yeah.
is my favorite TV show, but Ted Lasso is right behind it.
We aim to misbehave. All right, well,
Aim to misbehave.
aim to misbehave, Dustin.
I
Aim to
swear by
misbehave.
my pretty Flora bonnet, I will end you.
This is things are about to get
You know,
very
you should treat me so much better before we were
destructive.
married.
Yeah, something. Look how destroyed this car gets.
Oh yeah,
This-
that's right. I
this
forgot. We're
is-
missing serious points.
Yeah.
And Dustin's probably wondering why am I
Yeah,
still
once again,
here?
Dustin, you're gonna have to watch this movie tomorrow.
Oh yeah, I'm sure I will.
You're gonna have
But-
to save it for a while.
But we're about to get the appearance of the star of BMX Bandits right now.
Young, up and coming at the time too.
Yep, George Clooney. Yes, before ER.
No, not George
No.
Clooney.
Can you imagine?
Hashtag worst
What is this?
Batman ever.
1990. George Clooney. Would he have been doing like Baby Talk still, or what would he have been doing right
No,
now?
I think he was. This
was that before he
before-
was replaced by Scott
No.
Baio on that show?
Oh, I didn't know he was replaced by Scott Baio.
Yeah, in the second
Secondly-
season, he was replaced by Scott Baio.
Okay, but ER didn't debut till '93.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
And
You know
ER
who
is
was-
a great show.
you know who
ER
was
was
one
a
of the-
fantastic.
You know, who was
ER
one
is
of
a
the creators of ER.
fantastic show.
It is.
No, I love ER.
No,
I love ER.
But you know
Yeah.
who one of the creators was, right?
Michael Crichton.
Yeah,
Yeah, of Jurassic
because
Park.
he was a doctor before he
Yep,
wrote
Jurassic
film
Park.
and
Did you know
books
that,
and
Dustin?
everything.
That Michael Crichton created ER? Did you know that?
Yeah,
Yeah.
And it was
I remember seeing
based off of a screenplay he wrote in the 70s called Code Blue.
Oh,
that. I did not know that.
Yes.
That is
that
awesome.
part I didn't know. What was the?
Yeah.
Shoot, what was the name of it?
It's
again?
kind of like
Code-
George
Code
Miller.
Blue.
He was a surgeon before he started.
There was a
doing
TV.
Mad Max.
Yeah, but there was a TV series that came out years later called Code Blue.
Yeah, well, it's a real medical code, so like
It is, but I'm just
couldn't-
saying, like,
And also, it was
CBS
an unproduced screenplay.
yeah,
so
CBS took
anybody
that.
can do that.
Yeah, but CBS took that where they didn't take the script.
Talking
they
about
took-
CBS stuff, I started watching NYPD Blue a couple weeks ago.
yeah,
Probably the greatest like police procedural.
that's
I've
a
ever
dark.
seen.
Yeah, that show could get dark.
David Caruso, man, John Kelly.
Before
amazing
he was
character.
Horatio Kane.
Yep.
Yeah, which, by the way, the fact that Disney Plus has all of NYPD Blue and all the CSIs, I'm just like, bro, as long as I'm watching CSI Miami with the shades coming on his face and the theme song kicking in, like, my life is just the best ever. So the question becomes, Alex, was the mob sent to draw us to the crime scene or sent to destroy it? It's like, Dustin, the one-liners, someone took all the one-liners from Horatio Caine and slapped them together.
Second time in the 90s that Nicole Kidman would play a doctor. Because, of course, 5 years later, she would play Dr. Chase Meridian.
Oh, in Batman Forever, yeah.
Although here she's like
an actual
ER doctor.
Yeah.
But psychologists are actual doctors.
No, they are.
What are you talking about, man? But, you got a doctorate. You're a doctor.
I guess. But she's an actual doctor in this movie.
Yeah.
So, and then Cole Trickle has weirdo vision right now. Speaking of which, this is Days of Thunder's 35th anniversary, which we're going off on way too many tangents. But this has been a great show so far. And I want to thank both Matt and Dustin for attempting to keep us on the rails. You're doing a better job than I am of hosting the show, Dustin. So that's why we pay you the big bucks. No, I'm just kidding. We don't pay anyone any money. We do it out of the kindness of our own hearts. But
in the words of Zangief, wait a minute, you got paid?
Yeah, I Street Fighter. That's another one of my guilty pleasures.
That's not a guilty pleasure.
Well, it's a good movie. I like it anyway. Honest to God, I like it anyway. I don't care what people say.
No, it's not a guilty pleasure, man. That's my favorite video game movie. I freaking love
You like it more than
film.
Mortal Kombat, though?
Yes.
Oh, wow.
Show me a scene in Mortal Kombat that hits like Guile's speech to the troops.
Dude.
We're gonna go home. Well, I am not going home. I'm going to get in my boat. And I'm going up river. I'm going to get that son of a bitch Bison's ass so hard that next Bison wannabe is going to feel. So who wants to go home? And who wants to go with me? You lost your balls.
Dustin.
Show me a scene that's comparative to Mortal Kombat.
Dustin.
You can't.
How can you... Oh...
We got 4 years, and then we could do the 30th anniversary watch along of Street Fighter.
Well, last year was the 30th of Street Fighter. Unfortunately, that was in 2024, so we missed it. We missed it.
Well, yeah, but we could do the 35th.
Yeah, but that's not for 5 years. Very long time. But Dustin.
Oh wait, so this is why the cop scene was important. Because
you're gonna find out the Easter egg that was planted earlier. Dustin pays off here. This is Dr. Lewicki. Lewicki. That's her name, Dustin.
It's okay. You can just call her Nicole Kidman.
I'm really serious. This is Dr. Lewicki. It's a great costume, Harry. So how are you, Doc? No, and he's trying to tell him 5 times. This really is Dr. Lewicki. Do you not see do you not understand what I'm telling you? See what he's doing, Dustin? You see that?
Oh yeah.
There, huh? You see that? Dude, she's got a giant ass notebook in her left-hand pocket. Look at that. You notice that?
Yeah.
Holy crap.
Well, she's a doctor. She has to be taking notes on her patients.
Dustin, this thing is like, this is way bigger than it needs to be. Way bigger. I mean, that's...
I like how you said that at a very appropriate time with where Cole just...
Notebook.
She just placed her. He just placed her
hand
on his nuts.
But it's not my specialty. So she just walks away, Dustin. She walks away. You see what I did there? See what you did there? Huh? You see that? Oh wait a minute! I didn't know there was a fruit basket in the room. Did you notice the fruit basket that was in the room?
Yeah,
I didn't notice that before.
Right back there.
Holy crap!
Bananas and grapes.
I didn't know that there was a. I'm sorry, Cole. I'm trying not to smile. Look, and by the way, they're all drinking Coca-Cola. There's so much product
Coca-Cola
placement.
Paid a lot of
product placement.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Room. Mellow Yellow later on in the movie, they paid for that.
Yeah, but they were drinking.
Well, Mellow Yellow was owned by Coca-Cola, so.
Yeah, but
well, come on.
They were drinking.
Who doesn't want to have a good drink of Coca-Cola when you're watching a film? Coca-Cola, the choice of the right generation.
Sorry to disappoint you, but basic to nature of the
Star Wars Coke.
Maybe I'm wrong on this one.
I have my whole collection of my.
Oh, you have all 4 of them?
No, I have Darth Maul. I have Ahsoka in the cans, and then I have Din Djarin, Obi-Wan, Han Solo, and Luke in the bottles. I have not been able to find an Anakin or a Vader.
This is how big of a Star Wars fan this guy is, Dustin.
Yeah.
He'll collect anything.
I did too.
Hey, I'm a Coke person, so it worked out.
Coke. I'm a Coke guy.
They got me to drink Coke Zero just to get the Han and Luke bottles.
Coke Zero has
all the
no
great
calories.
Scenes where they're racing in the wheelchairs.
Didn't Michael Rooker say that they had way too much? They didn't mean for that to go.
I don't know.
To go this. No, he actually said that they didn't mean for them to go this fast. They just wanted to like scurry it a little bit, like move their wheels a little bit. But then they got so competitive with each other that they had to shoot it as a race scene instead of just them moving a little quicker.
Well, and it works for the characters. It works.
Yeah. But that's what Michael Rooker said. And I'm like, this is genius that you did that because it proves how much these two characters hate each other.
Yeah.
So, look.
We're about to get one of the best.
So
hey, it's
good.
that guy in a movie in the 90s.
Yeah, but not only that, he was the DA for a long time on Law and Order. So
yeah, but I'm just saying,
DA Branch.
He's great.
Which I don't think we've done this yet, but are we? Well, we can. Well, if you want to do it on your channel, Matt, we can do a 35th anniversary of Die Hard 2.
That is my favorite Die Hard. So
once again, Dustin, this guy has more hot takes than we have hot plates.
Yeah, Fred Dalton Thompson. The same year, he's also the commander on the battleship that Jack Ryan uses in Hunt for October.
Oh yeah, in Hunt for Red October, my favorite Jack Ryan movie.
And yeah, he's the air traffic controlman. He was again Fred Dalton Thompson.
Die
he was
Hard
just
2.
one of those guys
Die
in the
Hard
90s
2.
who just was.
He was everywhere.
So many things. Yeah, and then he started doing Law and Order, and he just kind of stuck with that for years.
Now you ever heard of a Japanese inspection?
Making
a Japanese inspection.
So much money.
See, when the Japs get a load of lists, they want to live in the country. Well, they just let it sit there.
Son, the average Rusky doesn't take a piss without a plan.
Oh, jeez.
And then when Jack is in the shower, he's going, son, the average Rusky doesn't take a piss without a plan.
Yeah.
That's my favorite Jack Ryan movie as well. And
Hunt for Red October is definitely the best. As I love
Harrison Ford, Alec Baldwin is my favorite Jack Ryan.
He's going to defect. That's it.
Has he made any Crazy Ivans yet?
It's hard. I think Air Force and the latest Jack Ryan with John Krasinski is really good.
I have not finished the season 3 and 4.
Yeah.
But I really like season 2. I didn't really like that much, but season 1 was amazing. Also, I'll say it. I really like what Ben Affleck did in Some of All Fears. I don't think enough people give him a. He was really good for what they were going for a young. You should. It's good. I think it's better when it comes to like a younger Jack Ryan. I think it's better than Shadow Recruit, which I think is good. But
yeah,
this is going to be the controversial opinion for everyone. All the Jack Ryan movies have their own quality, but to me, the Hunt for Red October is the best. Patriot Games is my second favorite because Harrison Ford.
Games. That's
but what I'm saying, Dustin, is Harrison Ford is Harrison Ford. Like he just knows how to do shit.
And Sean Bean is the villain.
The fact that he gets to play a villain.
Back my family.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. Like he's in a Jack Ryan movie, and then 3 years later, he's in my favorite Bond movie of all time with GoldenEye. So it's like Sean Bean is the man. So I can't say no to Sean Bean.
Yeah, man.
But here's the funny thing about Sean Bean. So Jack Ryan movies, Hunt for Red October is my favorite, I think. Patriot Games is really good, but I actually really did. I look, is it Shakespeare? No, but I actually did really like Shadow Recruit.
Yeah, my ranking
because it's a simple origin story, but it also is it's a really decent origin story. But not only that, Keira Knightley doing something that's not Pirates of the Caribbean related is always a thrill. It's always
Kenneth
a thrill.
Branagh was pretty good as the villain, and Costner is Costner.
But here's the other thing I kind of wish Kenneth Branagh didn't do. Kenneth Branagh directed that movie. I really wish he didn't act in it at the same time. Not that he can't do it.
He made that mistake a couple of times in his career, like Mary Shelley's Frankenstein's another time, to where it's but you should have done one or the other.
He's a good director.
Yeah,
Kenneth
that's what I'm
Branagh's a really
saying.
good director. He should have directed Shadow Recruit, but not also act in it. Because as much as I love Kenneth, man, they should have picked somebody else to play the villain.
Yeah.
They really should have. But then again, I mean, Kenneth Branagh did what he could because he's wearing multiple hats while you're shooting something at the same time.
Yeah.
So Shadow Recruit is probably my number 3.
Mm-hmm.
And then Some of All Fears and Clear Present Danger, they just kind of roped together as being dead last because I really didn't care. Clear Present Danger to me was Clear and Present Danger was like watching paint dry. And it's dry.
I will say, so for me, my ranking really quickly, I have it Hunt for October, Patriot Games, Some of All Fears, Clear and Present Danger, and then Shall Recruit.
Wow, Shadow Recruit is dead last.
So my problem with Shall Recruit is it feels way too much like a wannabe franchise starter. That by the end, I just can't like. And Some of All Fears again because they have recast but it still feels like what the other previous movies were, which were just. This is another Jack Ryan adventure. And if we can do more Ben Affleck, great. And if not, like they did, it's fine. Whereas Shall Recruit, it does not have any sequels, so it feels weird. Like, it just has that weird feeling of like, okay, Kevin Costner would definitely die in one of the sequels, and then we would get introduced to James Earl Jones's character from the original movies. But yeah, Clear and Present Danger for me, I like it. The problem is it starts to drag on a lot. The last act in particular, like, and Patriot Game's great though. But you know what else is great? Days of Thunder, which is a movie we're watching now.
Dude, the fact that they're racing at the beach with these cars, and Michael Rooker's gone on record by saying we had a lot of fun shooting this scene.
Well, and also the fact is the whole thing was Fred Dalton Thompson wanted them to drive together because the only way he's going to let them race again is if they can play nice. And they've done the exact opposite. Or have they? It's hard sometimes to watch a movie I've seen so many times with somebody who hasn't seen it. And I don't want to ruin this movie for Dustin, even though Dustin's missed like 40% of this movie already because of our tangents.
Well, it's I pay attention to it on the side, but I check back in. But the one thing that I was just kept thinking, and I know that we are 53 minutes into this.
Yeah, where we just hit the 53-minute mark.
53 minutes into this movie of Days of Thunder, turning 35 years young. I'm sorry. Don't forget to like and share if you watch us live on the replay. Thank you for doing that. But watch the movie along with us on physical media, or what is known as a streaming service, and witness the greatness that is a movie that Ryan really isn't paying attention to because it's too respected by Amazon. We had car trouble. What kind of car trouble? I believe it was the radiator. One Nicole. Yes, Roddy. I believe it was. Go ahead, Dustin. What was your point? I couldn't help myself because that's one of my favorite scenes of the whole movie.
No, I was just going to say that there's apparently a rumor that they might do a Days of Thunder 2.
I've heard
yeah.
That. Well,
wait, what?
You got to listen to Carrie Ewell's totally believable American accent.
Yeah, listen to this. Yeah, I want you to meet Russ Wheeler. He's going to be driving for us so you get your medical clearance. Yeah, thanks for helping out. Yeah, Tim, I need a home address of a doctor.
See, it doesn't sound real. Like, it sounds like
cheap.
I watched some American movies, and this is what Americans sound like.
American. Right. It's about America.
It's just not. And if you watch Twister, it's the exact same accent. Although he has updated it, because in Mission Impossible Dead Reckoning, he has an American accent, but it doesn't sound fully. Yeah. And then also Stranger Things Season 3. Now, my thing is with Days of Thunder 2, there's a very important question, if it goes through. Does Nicole Kidman come back?
I mean, well...
Or do they recast the love interest?
No.
Like they did in Top Gun Maverick?
Oh, man.
With Penny Benjamin. But then again,
mind you,
it is a link to the original movie.
Okay, I'll be honest here. I was okay with that because...
Yeah, it's a link to the original movie.
I love the original movie, but, Charlie and Maverick never had, that great a chemistry. But then you watch Top Gun Maverick and you watch Mav and Penny, and I'm like, nah, this is a lot better.
You're like, yeah, this actually works for me.
Yeah,
so,
right.
I don't know. It's weird, right? But speaking theoretically, maybe, but you have to convince my boss. Good.
It also does help that Jennifer Connelly is an ageless beauty, so that also helps that she was.
Yeah, she's aged gracefully too. A lot of these actresses have done very well for themselves, looks-wise and filmography-wise. I mean, Jennifer Connelly's been acting very, very steadily over the last 40 years, so I understand that. That's good work. It's very good work.
Yep.
But yeah, Nicole Kidman is so freaking beautiful in this movie.
Yeah, she really is.
Oh my gosh.
I I'd have to check her IMDb, but I feel like this has to be one of her first big American studio movies.
Mm-hmm. 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 Mm-hmm.
And there is Tom Cruise standing on an apple crate to look slightly taller than her.
No, I didn't know he was standing on an
No, I
apple
don't know if he's
crate.
actually standing on an apple crate. I'm just making the joke because she's.
We should probably get started on Cole.
Well, that's like you, Ryan. You've definitely heard the story about that one scene in Jerry Maguire, right?
Mm-hmm.
After the date,
Oh,
Renee Zellweger is standing in a hole. That way, Tom can look a lot taller than her. It's a real thing.
Yeah.
Talk about apple crate though. Empire Strikes Back. Carrie Fisher had to stand on an apple crate to do the first kissing scene with Han Solo because Harrison Ford was too tall for her that they wouldn't have framed without it. Which, by the way, as someone who's 5'6", Tom Cruise got Nicole Kidman in her prime, so like short kings we rule. So
Short
no
kings
judgment
we
passed
rule.
on
What the
Tom
heck
Cruise.
does that mean?
It means just because we're under 6 foot doesn't mean we're lesser.
It means what it
It
means.
means we can do just as much as people who are 5'10" or taller. That's what it means.
What does that even mean? No, I'm just kidding.
Jeez.
Tom makes up for the 5'7" by hanging out of airplanes, though, which I don't do. I genuinely have had that conversation before. I feel like if Tom Cruise was 6 foot, he wouldn't do his own stunts.
No.
That's just his Napoleon complex working its way out.
Yeah,
he just has to
probably.
prove everybody's like, you know what? I might wear size 8 shoes, but I can climb the Burj Khalifa. Can you do that? I do not think so. And it's true.
Oh, well.
There's so much to do in so little time. What are you looking at exactly? Your retina? Well, what does it look like?
An eye.
Let me see here. Has anyone ever read the book Dune?
I've never read it.
Yeah, never.
I've only seen the
So I'd
80s
ask.
film and the
recent,
which, mind you, I was completely bored by, so I have not bothered checking out.
the
part
Denis
2.
Villeneuve movie.
Yeah. And then I watched the 80s one. I was like, oh, I really like that, and I got the
Did you
whole
ever-
story, so I don't really need it.
Well, outside of the TV series, did you see the original Stargate SG-1 with James Spader and Kurt Russell?
It's one of
Yeah.
my favorite Kurt Russell movies, so yeah, of course.
Give my
I've
regards
seen
to
it.
King Tut,
Tut,
asshole.
My job was clear. If I found anything problematic, to destroy the Stargate.
I don't know what happened to me in there. I guess I just got distracted. How could you ignore me like that? I wasn't ignoring you.
Do you know where he is? You know, glasses. Bark, bark, bark.
Oh, geez.
Stargate, that's a great movie.
Mm.
Just
I
as great
actually
as
really
Days of
like
Thunder,
the
which we're
TV
watching.
series.
The TV
I do.
series? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've only watched part of the first season, but I'm a big MacGyver is one of my favorite TV shows. So I'm a big Richard Dean Anderson fan, and that's why I quite liked the first episode when they say we had to MacGyver away to get the Stargate to work. I was like, I see what you did there.
That was
Yeah.
a nice
Did
wink
there.
and nod to Richard Dean Anderson's OG series, MacGyver. That's good.
Right.
I like that.
See what you guys did.
The,
We had to MacGyver ourselves out of this.
the dude they got to cast, I think his name's Michael something, but
Michael.
instead of James Spader,
Mhm.
I feel like he did a much better job
Then Spader.
than Spader did
Well,
because just of his essence of his
So,
character and the way he
thing
was portrayed.
Is I from what I've seen, I don't fully disagree, but it's also a hard thing when you're comparing a like 2-hour movie versus like multiple
Yes.
seasons of TV show. It's just easier. They did, however, when it comes to Colonel O'Neill, they could not get Kurt Russell, but they got another equally charismatic actor to play him, and
Yeah.
that was just like that's what you needed. Was just you need someone else with charisma. And Richard Dean Anderson has that just flown out of him.
Yeah,
so that was
and
a
he-
great
He
different cast.
frequently said that he had to bring his own sort of wit to the film or to this show because the way it was written, it was just so cut and dry, and it was like, I can't do this unless I get to bring a little bit of myself into
Well,
this.
if you were to read the script of the original movie, I think that's even the same for him in the movie, and it was just Kurt Russell just has
Right.
his own natural charisma that he was
Right.
just able to bring it out.
Yeah.
Which that just happens. There's some actors who they just can't avoid that. Yeah, Harrison Ford is one of those too. He just has his natural charisma that like you can take kind of a on paper boring character and just like make them interesting. Brendan Fraser has that too. Like, you know, watch him in The Mummy. Watch him in just an interview. Like, that guy just has charisma out the wazoo. That's why I'm so upset we'll never get to see him as the villain in Batgirl.
Yeah,
He would have been
for
great.
sure.
I mean, I just watched Bedazzled for the first time last week. And I was like,
nice.
He was great in that.
Yeah, he was.
Him and Elizabeth Hurley. I mean, you know what? Really nice, sweet movie. I like the resolution of it. I thought it was unexpected, but I really appreciated what they did.
Yeah,
it was a fun little romp.
Yeah, it was.
And it also,
I did not hate it.
I'm so glad that we're living in the Renaissance. Because I felt so bad that poor guy had all that stuff with his ex-wife happened, and then he was just shunned from Hollywood for a while. And I'm so glad that we could say Oscar winner Brendan Fraser.
Yeah.
Which I have not seen The Whale yet. Mainly because a lot
have.
of people have said it's emotionally draining, so I just feel like I need to prep myself to watch it.
Yeah.
But
I had to force myself to watch it.
We need to get him and Rachel Weisz into another Mummy movie.
Yeah.
Do it.
They're talking about it.
That's what I'm saying. Do it, man.
Right.
Ignore the third movie. Just do it.
Yeah, I'm fine with that. I'm fine with them ignoring the third movie.
Yeah. I've actually, honestly, because she wasn't in it, I haven't even bothered with Tomb of the Dragon Emperor. To me, the Mummy movies are just The Mummy and Mummy Returns. That's it.
Yeah, so I kept watching it, and I'm like, wait a minute. That's not Rachel Weisz.
That's not Abby.
That's not her. And I'm like, is that her? And
I mean,
and my wife was like, no, it's her. And my mom was like, no, it's her. And I'm like, no, it's not.
It's just another British brunette. It's not her at all.
Well, she's not even British, I don't think, in real life. Well, she maybe.
She
I don't
probably
know.
put on a fake.
No, that's what I'm saying.
Accent,
so Maria Bello replaced Rachel Weisz as Evie.
Rachel Weisz is actually British, as far as
but what I'm saying is,
yeah,
I've seen Dragon Emperor twice because I think I saw it once in the theater. I think I originally saw it in the theater. I think I did. I can't remember 100% for certain. I apologize because it came out in 2008. It's a long time ago.
Yeah.
But I remember seeing it for the first time, and I remember not liking it as much as I thought I would. And then I went back and watched it. I think it was the second time, and I was like, don't really care. But then a friend of mine in this writer's Discord that I'm in, and Luke, I'm looking at you. He loves all three. He loves all three of them, including Dragon Emperor. I'm like, how can you like Tomb of the Dragon? I just don't understand that. He's like, no, dude, it's got good quality. Like it's. So I went in with another open mind, cleaned out the canvas, wiped the slate clean, sat down, rewatched Tomb of the Dragon Emperor from beginning to end. And the funny thing about that movie is that the creators of the greatest TV series of all time, Smallville, wrote that movie. Alfred Goff and Miles Miller wrote that movie. And when I watch it, when I look at it now that I know that Alfred and Miles did it, it's like, oh my God, dude, there's so many like TV tropes.
Yeah. I do want to say really quick, just before we get too far away, one of my favorite things about that last scene is just the set dressing. I miss box TVs when you could like put stuff on top of them, like picture frames and things. Like when I was a kid and we had a box TV, we used to put snowmen on top of our Christmas. You can't do that with flat screens, man. You can't do it anymore. TVs used to be furniture, kids. That's how old the three of us are. We remember that. Yep. This is now things have changed and we're moving into the second act to where Cole now has a new rival because he's befriended Rowdy. So now he has his new rival. The totally American.
Regardless feels all wrong. What was I saying? Yeah. So Tomb of the Dragon Emperor is like I walked away from it this time around because I saw it a couple months ago. It fine. Like it's fine. Like it's okay. Yeah, it has its moments. But at the end of the day, I'm like, Maria Bello, I love you for other reasons, but you should not have been in this movie. You pull off a horrible accent. Doesn't work.
They should just not had Evie in the movie. You could just 150 1,000 ways. Just be like, she's
You
a
could have just
curator of
not,
some
well, you could have
museum,
just not
and she
made
didn't
the
wanna
movie,
go.
period.
I mean, yeah, that too.
I mean, you could have just not made the movie at all.
Yeah, but
or
then you
could
look at
have.
how much the Mummy and Mummy Returns made, and
True,
Universal
but at the
was
same
like,
time, like, you could have just said no after Rachel had declined to come back. It's like, forget it. We're not even going to waste our time.
I think had
Yeah.
Brendan declined, they wouldn't have done it. But Rachel, unfortunately, they're like, we can get another.
She was the
British brunette.
holdout. She was the holdout. Yeah. But
Yeah.
Brendan agreed, like you said, Brendan agreed to do it. So it's like, well, at least we get Brendan back and we get a grown-up Alex.
I will have to say, I've never seen the movie, but I've obviously seen the trailer. And that line is good to where he's talking with the son, and he's like,
I've put down more mummies than you have.
I've killed mummies before. It's like, you defeated one mummy dead. Yeah,
Same
but
mummy.
twice.
Twice.
I'm like, you know what?
Yeah.
That's a good line.
Yeah. There's some good, there's a few liners in there. And obviously he drops the Rick O'Connell catchphrase, "Here we go again," because he does it in the original, does it again in Mummy 2, and then he did it again in the third one. I'm like, hey, at least you still got the Rick O'Connellisms thrown in there.
Yep.
So, which isn't a bad thing. But at the end of the day, I'm like, yeah, this movie is not very good. And this is coming from somebody who appreciates Brendan Fraser nowadays and also really appreciates Michelle Yeoh, because Michelle Yeoh was in this movie, the Dragon Emperor. And I'm like, dude, you were my
Jet Li,
Bond girl.
right?
You were my
He's the
Bond girl
villain,
in
right?
97. You were my Bond girl in 97 and Tomorrow Never Dies. And the fact that you did this movie 10 years later and it's not a very good movie, at least you did the best with what you could, Michelle, honey. Because I've known you since you were in Tomorrow Never Dies with my boy Pierce Brosnan. So, and the other thing I like about Michelle Yeoh is I'm one of the few people who's willing to admit this. I mean, other people have said this, many people have said it, but still, Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon is a good movie. It really is.
Never seen it.
It's, oh my God, dude.
I've seen it, but
it's a good movie.
Overly impressed, but I think that was because I was so jaded by the. Well, it was taking me out, the whole acrobatics and jumping around. I've since come to appreciate that.
They busted their ass.
Unfortunately, guys,
Right.
this is the point in the film to where Cole is now having a crisis of faith, and he's not a good race car driver.
That's right.
She was too busy to talk right now.
How much gel is in Carrie?
He was on the phone for
there?
he was on the phone for like 20 minutes, and he's like on the phone with the doc. Yeah, what'd she say? She's too busy to talk right now. What does that mean? That's anyway. Yeah, if they make a Mummy 4, man, fans are gonna lose their shit.
Me and my friend,
if Rachel
Pat,
comes back, it really depends on
actually,
Rachel.
We worked on a pitch together for a Mummy 4. I'll tell you off air about it.
Yeah,
but
yeah. If Rachel comes back,
we work with Mummy 3 in a very inventive way.
Okay,
And it brings back a fan favorite person who may or may not smell what he's cooking.
Scorpion King, yeah. Or in other words, it's Matthias, because Matthias is the Scorpion King's real name in the movie Scorpion King. Which once again, I'm in the minority. I really like the Scorpion King.
I thought it was okay.
I'll
be honest.
Awesome.
The first time I saw that movie, I'd never seen. I'd seen the Mummy like on TV, and I knew like Scorpion King is like in the second one. So like I remember it was on like HBO or something. I like watched Scorpion King, but like I'm like 20 minutes into it, and I go, "Where's Brendan Fraser?" Like, and then I like learned that like, oh, this was like a spin-off. So it's like, oh, okay, because like literally I'm like watching, I'm thinking at first this is all like a like a flashback or something that we're gonna get Brendan Fraser. I'm like, 20 minutes this is a pretty long flashback we're doing here. It's okay. It's nowhere near as good as The Mummy.
I don't think it's as good, but it's still okay.
Yeah, it's fine. I mean, I do love that story The Rock
movie.
tells about accidentally punching that stunt guy.
Yeah.
And then buying him the Rolex, and then he noticed a bunch of other stunt guys like leaning in a little closer.
Right. And the third one, I feel the same way. Like it was okay. It wasn't, didn't have the same magic as the first two, but it was okay at the end of the day,
Oh no, we're getting to the low point.
Change
of the
my
movie
tires.
Now.
Is this a scene you remember from school, Dustin? Change my tires?
No, that's what just was. He was just talking about that.
Oh, okay.
I'm not sure. I'm not quite synced up with y'all, but
Oh. Well, for anyone wondering, Days of Thunder 35th Anniversary Watch-Along, which we're currently doing on Anti-Quote Channel, even though we've made a few bumps in this road, mostly because of me. Where are we at within the film, Matt?
So we are at 1 hour, 11 minutes, and 10 seconds.
All right. So feel free to queue up your copy on physical media or streaming service. Watch the movie along with us. And comment below your favorite memories of this movie or any other TC Legend movies in the chat, because this has been...
So yeah, Cole just
fun.
lost it and just
You destroyed
asked
both
into
my
Rush
cars.
Wheeler.
Now both pit crews are about to duke it out in the parking lot, Dustin. Hey, it's Hilton. Look at that. It's called product placement.
Cha-ching.
Or sponsorship, sorry.
yeah.
But hey, Hilton has good hotels, man. I've stayed at a number
Not
of them.
too
They're pretty
bad.
good.
Yeah.
They're pretty good.
Me too. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Not sponsored. Hashtag not sponsored.
But I'm willing
Yeah,
to
sorry.
be, if you want to.
What? No, yeah,
I'm
no.
willing to take your money, Hilton.
Yeah, that's right. I think anyone is really.
Make a damn fine automobile.
You know, Herbert Hoover once lived on this floor. The vacuum guy? No, the president.
Excuse me, the line was actually Herbert Hoover once stayed on this floor, not lived on it, Ryan.
Oh, one stayed on this floor. Right. No, the president.
Oh no, his crisis of fate. It's moved into his regular life too now. This is also, she's actually allowed to be Australian in this.
Let me out of the cock hole.
Instead
out of
of
the cock hole. Let me
later
out of
on
the
in her
car.
career to where she'd have to be American.
Let me out of the cock hole. Let me out of the car. Let me
Although
out of
she
the
has a
car.
better American accent than Carrie Ewell's, I'll say that.
Yeah.
Like in Batman Forever, it's not bad. It's not really noticeable.
Oh yes.
Oh, this is also one of those scenes to where because they're moving, you could clearly tell how much taller she is than him. like you can see. You're like, oh, you're taller than him by like a forehead.
And that's the thing that it was so weird to see him cast as Reacher, Jack Reacher.
Yeah.
Alan Richardson is so.
I just watched
much
that
better.
movie again for the first time in a long time, a couple weeks ago.
Yeah.
Really good movie. It's not better.
not
The
bad.
show is so much better, and Alan Richardson is so much better as Reacher. But like,
Exactly.
I look at it as like James Bond, to where it's like just because Pierce Brosnan is his favorite doesn't discredit the other actors. Like, I still think height wise he's not right, but temperament wise, he's dead on. Like that scene when he's walking outside, he's like, just remember, you asked for this. Like, it's perfect.
Yeah.
Tom Cruise, he really... I don't think he gets the credit for being as good of an actor as he is. Like, he's a, like, 2 or 3 time Oscar-nominated actor. Like, he's really good. And especially in these types of movies, like, you know, he excels at this stuff. Like, he's really good at, like I think even in this movie, like, I know I'm making the joke, but, like, I do kind of believe that, like, after that accident, after seeing what happened to Rowdy, like, he's nervous about it happening to him.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it's very believable.
Fair point.
This is also one of those movies that I associate with season. I just always fucking fall whenever I watch this movie. Because it's like Rowdy's Ranch, and then you have Robert Duvall's. Like, I just... leaves on the ground.
Oh, fall. Yeah, okay.
Yeah. Well, it's like I just watched 2002 Spider-Man, and that is always... Watch that movie, doesn't matter if it's the dead of summer. I'm like, I'm thinking about Thanksgiving time. And not just because of that one scene, but just like the feel of it just gives me like late fall vibes.
Yeah, I don't know. It's been a while since I've seen that, so
It's a good one. It still holds up.
Yeah. For me, a lot of times I always think of the time of year that the movie not took place in, but that I watched it in. So it always takes me back to that time of year. Like this, I always think of it being winter, because that's when Last Samurai came out.
Yeah.
And that was mine and my buddy's favorite movie. And so we actually had a watch. We would get together and watch it together every year until he passed away. And so now I switched up. I watch it on the anniversary of his death. So
that's really great.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's funny because that's like the future for me. Like I always think about like October, even though it takes place in March, because there's literally a scene with the St. Patrick's Day parade. But there's just something, because I saw it the first time in October, I just always associate, even though it's not. And I should know, because that's the picture I post over St. Patrick's Day. It's a picture of Harrison Ford from The Fugitive. And I'm Irish, so there's a lot of other things I could post, but that's the one I choose to post.
Look at the Irish. Look at the Irish. Mm-hmm.
So Cole has convinced Rowdy to finally go to the hospital. Is that the director Rayman, whose name I can't think of off the top of my head?
Yeah.
I think that doctor is.
What, the same guy?
Barry Levinson. I think that's Barry Levinson.
The director?
Yeah.
Huh.
I'm gonna look it up right now. But I think that's him.
The director of The Natural? With
Rest in peace.
By the way, Robert Redford passed away recently. R.I.P. to Roy Hobbs, the best there ever was, Matt.
Yeah.
Do you have an AMC theater near you?
No. No. That's not true. That's not. Why am I saying this? No, there is one.
This week they are re-releasing The Natural and All the President's Men in honor of Robert Redford. So I'm going to a screening of All the President's Men on Wednesday. So.
Oh, nice.
Just if you have.
Are they doing this for an entire week or just one night?
No, it's at least at my theater. It's during the week. It's multiple days.
Okay, all right, that's good. See, this is the problem.
Oh no, I guess it wasn't because it's not popping.
This is the problem.
It sounded like him.
I work during the week. I got shows on the weekends, and then unless it's playing like Saturday, I guess I don't know, Saturday night. Even though nighttime tickets are extremely expensive.
Yeah.
If it's playing on a Sunday morning, I can do it because I don't have a show.
Oh no, that's who it is. It's Gerald R. Mullen.
Oh, okay, I don't have
producer of Jurassic Park, and he's also the doctor who was taking care of the sick Triceratops.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Gerald
Wow.
Mullen, yep.
Fun fact about this movie. Yeah, Days of Thunder cameos. You never know what you're gonna get. Yeah. And
I just figured since you're a fan of The Natural, I just figured I'd say it.
No, I'm glad that you said that. I don't know if I can. If it's playing on a Sunday, I can do it. Is it just?
I know
this
we
week,
are watching.
Is it this week or next week?
It's this week.
Oh,
yeah.
Why did I not know about this sooner? Because I haven't done my laundry yet. I haven't gone to the grocery store, and I got to do those two. I mean, granted, I can do it in the afternoon. So let me see if it's playing.
I'm excited to go to see.
No, what was I gonna say? What were you gonna say there, Dustin?
Oh no, I was just saying that's what we are watching for ADHD Theater next Friday. We're watching The Natural and Butch Cassidy and the Sundance Kid on Thursday. So those are the two movies we're tributing to him this week.
The day he passed away, that night I honored him by watching my favorite Robert Redford film, directed by Phil Alden Robinson, Sneakers, 1992. My favorite.
Another one I haven't
Robert
seen.
film.
The first thing I think of when I think of Robert Redford was Spy Game, and it's just like that was like, oh wow, this movie's good. But we chose other ones this week.
And you've never seen The Natural, Dustin?
I've never seen either one.
Oh,
It's good.
okay. I've never seen All the President's Men, but I've heard how freaking great it is.
Yeah.
I've never seen it, but I hear how great it is. And The Natural. First of all, this is my dad and my middle brother's favorite movie. They watched it so many times together when Kevin was growing up. This is my middle brother when he was growing up. So they have a special connection to that movie.
Mm-hmm.
I remember going to the theaters with my dad numerous times to see different movies, but there wasn't one movie where we just kind of had that connection on because we've watched it so many times together. Because honestly, Dad just took us to the theater because he loved going to the movies with his kids. So
yeah,
it was a great experience no matter what. I mean, I remember seeing the first Bond film I ever saw was GoldenEye, so I have my dad to thank for that one. The Star Wars movies, taking me to see the prequels, the re-releases and special editions in '97 before Phantom Menace had come out. Big memories, right? Great stuff.
Yep.
So I really don't have a particular. Really, the two movies that I feel that I'm connected to him most towards is GoldenEye and Mask of Zorro. Those two movies are directed by the same guy. Martin Campbell's is a great director, minus Green Lantern, but that wasn't his fault. Green Lantern is trash, but those two movies are very, very good to me. So
I don't know. I think Green Lantern does
terrible.
have its flaws, but
it's bad.
There's good things about it. There's good things like with the special effects that they do that I find intriguing. That I'm hoping they'll do more of in Lanterns.
Don't make it green or animated. But anyway, don't make it green. Yeah, or animated. So, but dude, the fact that you're seeing, when are you watching All President's Men? When are you watching it?
We're not.
No, that's me. I'm going to the.
Oh, you're going. Oh, okay. So you guys chose The Natural. What was the other one on your show?
Butch Cassidy.
Butch Cassidy.
Oh, okay. Now Butch Cassidy, I have seen.
Yeah,
I've seen both movies. What I'm saying is, Butch Cassidy, like it's fine, but it didn't wow me. But The Natural, oh my God, Dustin, you're in for one great ride with that movie. You and your audience and your peeps who are going to be watching you watch that movie. Jerry Maguire, this shit. It is going to be, that movie is going to hit you so hard of how good it is. That's all I'm going to say, because Matt, The Natural, I didn't understand why my dad and my brother loved it so much until I actually sat down and watched it a couple years ago.
Yeah.
And when I watched it for the first time, I'm like, I get it. I get it. I completely get it. And then I watched it again. I was like, now I'm really starting to understand it. And then I watched it again. It's magic, dude. It's magic. It's a solid story. Robert Redford just pulls off the natural everyman who's just trying to accomplish his dreams, but he has his struggles, he has his pains, he has his anguishes. Everybody does.
Mm-hmm.
It's very, very good to me. And the score, by the way, now I forget. Who does the score for The Natural? Who did the score? Was it Mark Isham, I want to say? Or was it whoever did the score, I forget who it is, Matt, I'm sorry, is awesome. The score is awesome. That's all I'm going to say. You need to see it. Cool. You're going to see it. When are you seeing The Natural? When are you watching it?
Monday.
Damn, that's when I'm at work.
Yeah.
I hate you so hard. But then again, I just finished watching it the other day on my Movies Anywhere. So I can go back and watch it whenever I need to. So I can watch it whenever. But I'm just saying, dude, you're going to love it. Trust me. And if I have time on Friday to show up in your office and you and I can have a conversation about this, I will do it. So,
all right.
And this is another thing. This is another thing too, because first of all, the fact that Harry's trying to convince
Well, he's
Cole
also
not to
just
race
told
again.
Harry about John C.
Harry.
Reilly's dad, Buddy, how he actually died.
How he actually died, yeah.
And that it wasn't a heart attack. It was...
What was it that killed him? What was it that killed him? What was it? What did he say?
I believe he said that it was a thing to where, like, it was a similar thing to Cole, to where, like, he had already given up on being a racer before, like, he got in the car. Like, it's a similar thing to that. Unfortunately, I didn't hear the line fully, but it was a similar thing to that, to where it's just like, you know.
Okay, fair enough. You just want to race again. You just want to race again, boy.
I also just love, like, I love like costume design sometimes. So we're like, we need to show that Robert Duvall is a real salt of the earth, old school American guy. How do we do that? Let's get a baseball cap with the American flag, but it's gonna be dirty. Like that's a well loved hat, just like he's well loved America. You know,
This is a
like
yeah.
you know, like it's a bit tattered, but not in a
Tattered,
disrespectful tattered way. In a I love America so much, I'm not washing this hat kind of way. You know.
Yeah.
Really, I just because obviously you watch like fantasy movies and stuff. It's impressive, like you know the costume designers with the crate for like Star Wars and Star Trek and all this stuff. It's not a thing when it comes to like a movie like this, to where it's like you're real people and this takes place in current times, but like we need the clothing to kind of represent them. Like I love the kind of like jeans
Outfit coordination that Power Rangers have.
Yeah.
You know, but like jeans and like button-up shirts that Cole wears throughout this to show that like he's sort of sophisticated, but he's wearing jeans, so he's also kind of laid back, you know, because he's young and he's hip and he's cool. And Harry's wearing again a tattered yet loved American hat and flannel because he's salt of the earth, old school American.
That's right.
And Russ Wheeler is probably wearing some jerky, stupid looking 90s shirt because
no, I'm just kidding.
Jerk.
No, I'm just kidding.
Costume design in movies like this doesn't get nearly enough highlighting, so I felt the need to highlight it. That's one of my favorite things that Rob Reiner talks about with
Princess Bride.
No.
Oh, jeez.
A Few Good Men.
That movie
he talks about
is
the fact that he's like, the movie is pretty timeless except for the wardrobe that they wear outside the court. But he's like, there's no way we could avoid that it was a movie from the early 90s and they just had to dress like they're in the early 90s.
Yeah.
I don't know. Princess Bride to me is such an overrated movie, but I probably need to sit down and watch it again because I've only seen it once. So
What?
And there we go. Here's the reason why I always think about Mellow Yellow when I watch this movie.
It's a nice car. It's a nice car, Dustin. Well, let me ask you this regarding what we're doing in the next couple of weeks here on programming for crossover between And I Quote and Master of the Thunder Nerds over here. So when we start doing Talon Crew, we're gonna start. We're gonna have. Are we allowed to have guests doing that show, or is it just me and you? I mean, we can have people
do
sit
whatever.
Okay, so in that case,
It's like, I don't care.
well, I'm just checking because this is a bit new for us. So in terms of how we're doing it with the proceedings is what I'm saying. So Matt, you're a diehard Smallville fan, I'm assuming, right?
I love Smallville. Do not get me wrong. I'm more when it comes to Superman shows. I'm more a Superman Lois guy.
Okay,
but I love
fair
Smallville.
enough.
I got a big love. Obviously, Erica Durance is my favorite Lois Lane. So I got a big love for Smallville.
Who doesn't?
Yeah.
Well, if you want, we're going back to the very beginning.
And I've met Tom Welling.
Yeah, I've met. You and I've met something.
Haven't met Erica yet. She's the other person that I really want to meet from that show.
Yeah,
haven't had the pleasure to meet her yet.
She's been very, very good to me. So my point
this is also Ryan for you. This is also where you get a bunch of real life racers being interviewed in this montage.
Yeah, Rusty Wallace just got interviewed. I remember him watching NASCAR in the late 90s, early 2000s. He drove the Miller Lite car. Anybody remember that? Yeah, I do. Some other drivers remember. But what I'm saying is, my point is, Matt, if you want to go back to where it all started and start rewatching, we're basically pulling a Talkville on you.
I was about to say, this sounds like Talkville.
It really is. So we're going back to the beginning and starting with the pilot and going all the way through 10 seasons, 218 episodes. If you want to go back to where it all started and hang out with Dustin and I for Talon Crew, which is the name of the show, just to let you know, you're more than welcome to sit in on Smallville. I mean, and Power Rangers too. I mean, you can sit on both. I don't care. You can do both shows because what we do is we do the one episode of Smallville, and then right after that we do.
Maybe I could guess, but I can't commit to doing a full thing like that.
Yeah, no. I get that. And that's fine, right, Dustin? We're gonna have a rotating doors, a revolving door of guests anyway. So
I mean, if you're looking for someone for Green with You Part 2, Jason's Battle, I'll gladly send on that episode and talk about how much I freaking love Austin St. John in that. Don't count me out yet, Goldar.
No, I get that. I get that. But yeah, if you want to chime in on Talent Crew for Smallville, let us know, man. We'll save you a seat at the table because we were doing it We're doing it we're doing it Sunday afternoons between 4 and 6 p.m. Eastern time.
It's going to be a long time before you get there, but like the season 4 premiere, call me up so I can just
but you only want to be there when Erica shows
boast
up?
about. Well, no, I mean I'm just saying like that's just so I can just
Dude,
boast
some of the
about
best
how
episodes are in the
amazing
first
she
3
is.
seasons.
Well, one of my favorite episodes is the season 2 finale, so
Yeah,
I would hop
yeah.
on to talk. I did a episode of my show Second Look all about
You
the
did.
season 2
You
finale.
did,
Exodus.
and I saw that footage. I saw the footage.
So
That
I'm
was
a
very, very
big
cool to
supporter
me.
of Exodus. I think that's a fantastic
All right.
piece of comic book
Well, I guess
material. Is that
I guess we'll
episode.
call you in like 6 years when we get to season
Yeah, when
2,
you get
episode
to-
25.
Yeah. And then you call me in 10 years when you get to season 4, episode 1.
Yeah, because
And I'll wear my Clark Kent jersey.
That's what I'm saying. Like, we're doing 1 episode a week of Smallville and 2 episodes a
Yeah.
week of Power Rangers, depending on what story arc or season and things of that nature we're doing. But
Which Power Ranger seasons are you doing?
I
Obviously,
think
you're doing
I
Mighty
think we
Morphin.
agreed Dustin's going to do some homework on his side of the fence, and then when he's done, we're going to start watching In Space. We're going to start with In Space.
Oh, you're gonna start with In Space.
Yeah, we're gonna because he
That's
missed,
a good pick.
because I think Dustin, you and I were talking about this, right?
It's more
Yeah,
episodic, so
It is.
it's good. There's like
There's
a
a
real
through- there's a
flowing
through
story,
line.
There's a through line.
there's a through line. Yeah,
Whereas like MMPR would have their like moments, but there are things to where like that don't
Subplots.
carry over from episode to
None of
episode.
them do.
In Space
All-
was much better.
yeah.
You know, which
he's-
In Space really, because when you look at it, like In Space started that because then you had Lost Galaxy and Time Force, which, and then Wild Force, they all did that as well. You know, like
Well, we stole it.
storylines that flow through the entire season.
Yeah.
Yeah. Interesting. Yeah. So
It's so funny because that was
he-
supposed to be obviously the last season.
no, I got you. But yeah, Dustin's going to catch up on certain things that he wants to, witness and get an idea for certain things. And then I told him,
Again,
it's like, look,
costume design, those sunglasses, those stupid little mini but it works because he's a jerk, and only a jerk would wear those in the 90s.
referring to Days of Thunder, but yeah, Dustin's going to finish up some stuff on his end, and then we're going to start with In Space. I believe it, right, Dustin? That's what we're going to do. We're going to start with we're going to start with In Space, very beginning. From Out of Nowhere Part 1, from Out of Nowhere Part 2. You know what it is, Matt, and we're going to dive into that thing. So it's Smallville pilot, and then see what is it? Episodes 1 and 2 of In Space. Which, by the way, all the seasons of Power Rangers can stream for free on the Power Rangers official YouTube channel, which you can do right now.
Yeah,
So
I discovered that a couple months ago, and so because it was on Netflix, and then a bunch of the seasons got
they
taken
just ripped it off. They took it away.
But now, because I was rewatching Lightspeed Rescue a couple months ago.
Yep.
Love that show.
You can see it.
That's a very underappreciated
It is.
Power Ranger season.
And I've met met the Pink Ranger, Allison McInnes,
Nice.
one of the most beautiful women on the planet. 25 years later,
I love her episode of Malcolm in the Middle,
where
where she plays the babysitter.
No,
who
I didn't
was
know
like
she was
really
in that.
fat in high school, but Francis was
No.
nice to her, but he doesn't know that
I didn't know she was
got
in that.
hot. Yeah, she doesn't know that she got hot, and he like turns her down over the phone.
I was gonna say that's kind of ruthless to do to another human being, but anyway, for those
He
of
was
you,
nice about it, though. He's just like, look, you'll find another person out there. It's just not me. But that was the thing. He stuck up for her in high school, and that's why she liked him.
Well,
but if
you do it-
only Francis knew.
Oh, Francis
Poor
knew.
boy.
Well, for those of you wondering, this is Days of Thunder's 35th anniversary watch along here on
We're
Anti-Code channel.
going-
Do not
we're
forget
in
to
the
like.
climactic race.
But do not forget to like and share this. If you're watching this live or what is known as a replay or Memorax, thank you for doing that. And if you want to queue up your copy on physical media or streaming service, watch the movie along with us. Comment down below in the chat. Matt, where are we in the film?
We just passed 1 hour, 34 minutes, and 25 seconds.
So that's
and
where
we're
we are
in the
film.
climactic race.
Yeah, the Daytona
Race-
500
The
at
race
Daytona
to
Beach,
end all
Florida.
races.
It's the well, as Bob
At
Jenkins
least in this
from
film.
yeah, but as Bob Jenkins from ESPN Speed World says, it's the Super Bowl of motor racing events, right, Dustin?
That's right.
Yeah.
Super Bowl,
And then
baby.
the NFL sues them for using the word Super Bowl.
Ow, that hurt.
Hey,
By
it's
the way,
true.
one of my
I worked for a restaurant marketing company, and they had to tell us, do not make posts that say Super Bowl. Say the big game, because Super Bowl is trademarked.
oh wow,
The NFL will issue cease and desist.
okay, all right, I was not
It's
aware of
true.
that
It's
when
true.
it comes to businesses and practices.
And
But
you know what the funny thing is? Now that I
Yeah.
told you that, you're going to see that come Super Bowl time, you're going to see ads at like Best Buy and Walmart. They're all going to say, Get your TV for the big game. Get your stuff for the big game.
Get the
no one says
chips.
Super
Get the
Bowl
bag of chips for the big game.
because it's a trademark name and no one wants to pay the money to say Super Bowl.
I did not know that. Dustin, did you know that?
I did not.
I did not know that. Yeah. So next time we do advertisements at the store where I work, because I work in retail, it's going to say the big game all over the store. It's not going to say
unless they want to pay for Super Bowl or possibly get sued by the NFL.
No, they're not going to get they're not going to get sued because I've been working there too long to know that they know their shit. Like they're not going to mess around with this one. So when it comes to February, was it like December, January, whatever? When that stuff starts coming out, it's all going to say TBG, the big game. Get your stuff here. Buy it now. Get it online. Buy it at the website.
But this is TBR, the big race.
The big race. Yeah, sorry. But yeah, no, we're it's I've seen this movie so many times. I pretty much know the dialogue word for word. Pretty
it's a really
much.
Good thing that
I've seen it
Cole
so
Trickle
long.
met that beautiful woman who taught him how to be a good race car driver again.
which is the
so
formula.
His crisis of fate is over.
I'm through it, Harry. I'm out of here. Go. See now, and now he's in the lead. This is it. This is what it's all about. That's right. It's true. They said that in the very beginning when they won at Darlington, Ted Dalin's like, whatever we do from here, we win Daytona because that's the big one right there. Winning Daytona 500 means everything in NASCAR. But then again, it's like that's only one race out of 50 races a year. So like you got to worry about winning the Winston Cup, but they're only worried about winning the Daytona 500. Listen, winning the Daytona 500 is a huge honor, whichever driver it is. But it's like, why not just win the whole season, not just one race? But then again,
because it's more cinematic if you say this is the only one that matters.
Yeah.
It's not just cinematic if you're like, you know what, Cole, if you just win this race, it actually doesn't mean anything.
If you win the Monster Mile at Dover International Speedway, or if you win the Brickyard 400 or the Coca-Cola 600, or what's that other one they do? The one at the Miami Homestead Speedway? I forget the name of it.
You do realize that my only reference for NASCAR racing is Days of Thunder, right?
Okay, well, I've been to Dover. Well, I've been to Dover International Speedway a couple times, and they call it the Monster Mile. That's the nickname of the track because it's a mile-long racetrack, and it's a monster mile because bad crashes happen at Dover. But then again, crashes happen at every track in the NASCAR circuit. So, are they out of the race yet? They will be about 45 seconds. Give me that pace car. Give me in front of that pace car. The race is over for us.
Well, and we learn also something very important coming up.
Just give it a high gear. Get me out there. I got it. Oh, that's how the jack. Okay, that's how they take the jack off. The jack comes down from the. I'm so sorry, I walked right into that. But, by the way, does anybody still eat at Hardee's or no? Is that a thing?
Never been to one.
Yeah,
you never been to a Hardee's?
I think I've eaten there like once or twice in the last 10 years.
I've been to. I was
about to say you were about to be like 25 years.
Yeah, I haven't been to a Hardee's in like 30 years, but like I'm just saying.
So we just learned that
Tim Dalen gave him that engine.
It is one of his engines, as in Cole's car.
Yeah, I gave him that engine. That's why my boys are pushing.
So that's why they just helped him out because he always liked Cole. That's what's important.
Oh, look, it's a green flag. Is there a NASCAR game that anyone played on PlayStation 2?
There has to be someone who's dressed up as Cole Trickle at a convention at some point. There has to be.
You're gonna have to dig real.
I know, but I'm saying, dude, was a picture of it. The
what convention was
Daredevil Facebook page posted of someone dressed up as the Ben Affleck Daredevil.
Oh.
There's someone who dressed up as Cole Trickle at some point.
Well, here's
it has to be.
The best thing to come out of 2003's iteration of Daredevil was the soundtrack with Evanescence, "Bring Me to Life."
Yes,
I actually love that movie.
That is probably my favorite soundtrack.
The entire movie was
well, here's the thing.
To come out of it.
I have not seen Daredevil in a long time, and I think I have the director's cut.
Yeah, that's the cut to watch.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is, like, I think I have it on my Movies Anywhere. I gotta check it again. But if I do, I will sit down and watch the director's cut.
It's good, and I really like Ben Affleck.
Okay.
Daredevil's one of my favorite Marvel characters. So
let me see how much it is on. Do they have that on? What is it called?
Didn't you say you have it on Movies Anywhere?
No, probably, but I'm just looking at this as a backup.
Yeah.
Let me see. Daredevil directors.
It might be on Disney Plus. I mean, they own Fox now.
I don't know about that. Director's cut, I don't think, but
Yeah, theatrical maybe. Yeah,
the
that's
theatrical
fine,
cut they'll
yeah.
definitely have because they own the property. But
Yeah.
it says the DVD version of Daredevil's director's cut is $11.82. That is not bad.
Well, also the Blu-ray is the director's cut.
Oh, okay. Well, this one's the DVD as the director's cut. So it says full-length audio commentary and featurette getting the devil his due, the making of Daredevil director's cut. Okay, that's cool. So it's $11. I can get it for less than $12 right now.
Yeah. I think it's worth it. I think it's really good.
I am gonna check to see if it's on my movies.
I'm a
anywhere
lot higher on that movie than a lot of people, but
I'm gonna add it to my list in case I need to get it.
There it goes. He's the winner.
Oh, he won.
He won.
We won.
I feel like I have to point out the obvious to Dustin because we're talking about Daredevil. It's like he's blind, and I have to be like, he won the race, Dustin.
Oh,
he won. Yay.
Dustin, do you know who won the race just now? He did.
Yeah.
Cole Trickle.
I don't know his name in the movie, but
it's Cole Trickle.
Cole, yeah.
It's just
Cole.
Tom Cruise. It's okay.
Yeah,
you can just say Tom Cruise.
Tom Cruise won. Yay.
Tom Cruise won, yes.
I lied.
And then she gets covered with
soot.
With
yeah,
soot.
what even is that suit? Like,
I think it's soot, isn't
yeah.
it? Or dirt, or what do you call it? Debris, something, whatever.
Why'd she wear white to this? That's my question.
I know. Now her entire face is covered in soot.
Yeah.
I do enjoy this.
Oh, it's probably brake dust.
Oh, that's what it is.
Okay.
Harry.
Kicked up. Yeah.
Harry, say something.
Well, see, they don't mention in the movie. Once again, my only frame of reference for racing is Days of Thunder. So
my
Robert
friend
Duvall didn't teach us.
A friend of our YouTube channel, Dave, said if my schedule lined up, I would have been on the show with you, and I can point out all the things wrong with this movie because they got so many things wrong when it comes to stock car auto racing.
That's
I'm like,
no fun.
And I'm like, bro, I wish you could have been on the show. But then he said, I'm sorry, I got other commitments. And I'm like, darn it, that's a bummer.
You can just comment all the things they got wrong. So
I mean, if you want to, hypothetically.
You get some algorithm stuff by having comments.
We won.
There you go. I'm looking up for you.
Now, can you walk? I'm going to have to carry you. Where to? Victory Lane. I'll race your ass.
And no good 90s movie would be complete without
a running
montage. Frame.
Tom Cruise running and a freeze frame.
Yeah. Cold tickle.
Ladies and gentlemen, despite all the craziness that has ensued during the course of this broadcast and the fact that I'm distracted by other things that are opened up on my computer system here.
Well, that's what happens when you have to have the movie on silent.
And it's right over here, right next to me on my DVD player. Listen, ladies and gentlemen, this is the conclusion, the end credit sequence of what is known as Days of Thunder. So let's turn it over to our panelists here for just a moment here. First of all, Dustin, this is the first time you've seen this movie all the way through because you only saw bits and pieces of it when you were a youngin', a little bit.
Yeah.
Just out of curiosity, final thoughts on the movie Days of Thunder on a scale of 1 to 10, 1 being pure trash, 10 being Shakespeare in the Park. What are you going to give this movie? I'm just curious.
I want to rewatch it again with the volume up and popcorn and all the
Hans Zimmer
works. But I enjoyed it, so I'd say probably about at least a 6, 7, maybe.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, okay. I mean it's not like a perfect film by any stretch of the imagination.
No.
But it's entertaining, and I think like I don't know honestly what the lowest rating I would give a Tom Cruise movie, and for that alone, Tom Cruise, Nicole Kidman, Robert Duvall, Carrie Ewells, Ben O'Reilly. It's like this is a stellar cast, and I'm in. So for that alone, I would say at least a 6.
We need a few more cases of champagne. Would that be all right? Oh, sure. Go ahead. Oh, open. What? 6? 6?
Yeah,
6 is good. Okay. Yeah. So you were staying in Gotham for a while? I'm intrigued by Alex's giant bat stories. Oh, right. Yeah. Batman thing. Yeah. That's a bit louder than McCortal Maltese, isn't it? And what do you do for a living? Well, anyway, Kearns, Matt, my man, the man who knows more about I'm Batman than anybody else around, or at least to a certain point. I'm so
It is
sorry.
Batman Day, so it's only
It is.
fitting.
Is it?
Listen, I've been reading
Yeah.
this on my social media.
shit.
It is in fact National Batman Day.
Yeah.
I
So
thought that passed, honestly. That's why
No,
I
no.
I guess I've been seeing stuff ramping
Yeah,
up
no.
to it, and I
John
thought
Jackson
it was
Miller, who's been writing the tie-ins to the original '89 Batman, is talking about the release of his upcoming book, and he said, "Hey, I'm about to see the movie tonight for the 13th time, and it's Batman Day, and his new book is coming out in October when he's going to be appearing at New York Comic Con. Congratulations to John Jackson Miller on Batman Revolution. Can't wait to get a copy and read that sucker. I'm excited because Batman is one of my all-time favorite movies.
I saw '89 for its Dolby release a couple of weeks ago.
Good for you, because Dustin and I didn't see it. Dustin and I didn't see it. But you know what, Matt? You know what the beauty of having movies anywhere is I can watch Batman '89 anytime I want. That is the beauty of being able to watch that movie on repeat as many times as I possibly want. But anyway, final thoughts on Days of Thunder featuring Tom Cruise and company, and scale of 1 to 10. What are you going to give it?
For me, I said at the top of the show, I think this is like an ideal summer movie. I think it's so much fun. I think the characters are great. The cast, as we mentioned, like it's funny because nowadays we look at it as a who's who, but at the time, like Terry Ewells wasn't real. Well, I guess he had done Princess Bride, so I guess he was somebody. Like Nicole Kidman wasn't really anybody. John C. Reilly wasn't really anybody. I think it's just a lot of fun. I made the joke of like it follows that very Tom Cruise kind of like pattern his films were in, but it's fun. Like I said, this is one of those like Saturday afternoon, Saturday night movies that you can just kind of throw on and just have a good time with. It's a great score. It's a nice little story about these characters that you like. You do like Cole, like and I appreciate that, because sometimes Tom Cruise characters can be guilty of, like, being the best at everything. It's nice that, like, they have moments of Cole just being like, I don't get this. Like, I don't know anything about cars. It's rare, and I appreciate it. I said it during the commentary that, Tom is really good at infusing a lot of humanity into characters like this. So I love it. Rating on a scale of 1 to 10. I'm probably going to go an 8 or a 9. Like I said, it's one of my favorite Tom Cruise movies. I think it's really, really good. I think Tony Scott just proves why he was such a good director for blockbusters. And I think when he passed away, like, to just think of what he could have done with a, superhero movie in this kind of day and age that we're having, I would have loved to have seen it and seen what he could have done with a lot of different movies. So, great movie overall.
Fair enough. No, it's good stuff, man. Yeah. So for me, even though I was very much distracted because I'm looking at one too many tabs open on my computer, I'm gonna have to go back and watch this again with the volume turned up, with not worrying about subtitles, because my DVD cut of the movie has the only subtitles it has available are French subtitles, and I don't speak French other than cursing, so I can't really do that. Sacre invaders. That movie turns, what was I going to say? 35 next year. Beauty and the Beast turns 35 next year. Beauty and the Beast, the original Beauty and the Beast turns 35. Yeah, 1991. Remember that? Yeah. So we will be celebrating that on Movie Watch Along next year for next season. Get ready, because that's going to be a heck of a time.
Adam's Family Values is also...
no, that was 93, I want to say. So
Five Goes West. I know that was the other anime movie that came out like the same weekend as Beauty and the Beast.
Wiley Burp, yeah. Not Wyatt Earp, but Wiley Burp. The Lazy Eye. Sorry, I watched that one too many times on VHS as a kid. But my point is, Days of Thunder, very, very good to me. Tom Cruise, very, very good to me. So I'm gonna say this. I need to go back and rewatch this with not worrying about if the sound is on or not, because I know what I'm doing. I'm going to watch it with the volume turned way up. I like this movie. I still do. I remember a lot of the dialogue. Maybe not all of it, but I remember enough. And it's got a good cast. And listen, is this movie Shakespeare? No. Is this going to win any Oscars? No. Is it one of Tom Cruise's top 5 greatest performances in the history of his career? No. But it's fun. It's enjoyable. It's a breeze.
That's right.
It's got great cinematography. I forget who did the director of photography. I apologize. But Hans Zimmer is one of the best composers that's ever been. There's no doubt in my mind. Tony Scott, same guy did Top Gun. He did this. He did Unstoppable. He did Man on Fire. Once again, that was with Denzel Washington at the time. Tony Scott has done a lot in his career before he passed away. So my hat is off to Tony Scott and the crew. I think the casting for this movie and the personalities they were going for work really, really well in the context of the film, Matt. It's good. I enjoy it. I'm going to give it a 7. I think it's a lucky number 7. 7. Sorry, not 11. But 7. That's a Josh Hartnett movie. And you know, it's funny.
Also
That guy was going to be like the next It guy, and then he disappears for years on end, and then he comes back in Penny Dreadful. He does a few movies here and there after that. And it's like, Josh, buddy, pal, where have you been? You make a cameo in Sin City, and then you just kind of disappeared after that. What the frack, man?
Yeah.
Well, Hollywood does that a lot. They have those.
They
You're
push
the next guy.
push these actors.
Sam Worthington.
Sam Worthington, Garrett Hedlund from Tron Legacy. He was another one that they pushed.
They just go, you're going to be the next superstar. And then
it just never materialized for Josh. And it didn't materialize for Garrett Hedlund either. And I feel bad for him because Tron Legacy is one of my favorite movies. So, and I met Garrett Hedlund at Fan Expo in Philadelphia. And I walked up to him and I said, Garrett, buddy, no, I didn't call him buddy because we weren't friends yet, but I did tell him, I said to him, Garrett, what you did in Tron Legacy is a really good film. I think it's underrated to a certain degree. I think it's really underrated. And I just want to tell you that Tron Legacy is a good movie. And I want to
he was also in that country movie.
Yeah, Country Strong, I think it was.
Yeah. And he actually did the vocals for it.
Legacy?
Oh, he did the vocals for that. I didn't know that. Garrett Hedlund's got some skills. If anyone doesn't know about that, look him up on imdb.com. # not a sponsor. But here's the point. 7 out of 10 for Days of Thunder. Check it out. It's worth a watch. It's fun. It's breezy. You know, whatever. It's an hour, 40 minutes of your life you're not going to regret. At least I don't think you will.
Yeah, it's under 2 hours.
It's about hour 45 minutes, really. So it's really quick. It's less than 2 hours, like Matt said. So it's cool, right? I can dig it.
It's fun. Like, it's also, there's a lot of
funny. And it's funny. It's got some funny moments to it. Like, Randy Quaid, Robert Duvall, and Tom Cruise in a scene together, that works. Like, it just works, right? Like, you know what I'm saying. So check it out. It's on streaming. It's available on physical media. Once again, Matt and I have said this before. We'll say it again. I have it on DVD and Blu-ray. Not ashamed to say it. It's cool. I dig it. Check it out. But that is going to do it for, what is it called? Days of Thunder. What movie are we doing again? Turning 35. 1990 was a solid year. Solid movie, and it was a good blockbuster season for a good number of reasons. So there's a lot of reasons to celebrate different movies, and just to let everybody know, next week we're going to be celebrating 10 years of Sicario from Denis Villeneuve, and that is not a happy-go-lucky movie. That is a very dark, interesting, well-written, well-acted, drama-driven film that we are going to be discussing and commentating on as we celebrate 10 years of Denis Villeneuve's Sicario, because his career has blown up in the last 10 years, if not more. Matt, someone wants to know more about you and the incredible things you're doing over there. Where can they follow you on social media, my good buddy?
So you guys can follow me on Twitter at Kearns_Matthew. You can also find me on YouTube in 2 places. The first place is Matt Movies 611. That's where I do a lot of different things. I do video essays. I do fan-made trailers. I do what I call movie music tributes. It's kind of a dumping ground. And then you can also find me on Take 3 Productions, to where I host 2 shows. The first is a video essay series called Second Look, to where I take a film that I think is either under talked about or a bit overhated that I like very much. Episodes that I have planned coming up are Jaws 3, Indiana Jones and Kingdom of the Crystal Skull, and Daredevil 2003. And the other show that I do is a podcast with my friend Abe Flores called Simple Tricks and Nonsense. That is a show to where we just hit go live and just kind of see what happens. It's a lot of fun. Thank you for having me again. And that's all the things you can find me doing on the interwebs.
Wow. I can't wait to see those episodes of Second Look on those 3 different movies. That is going to be something.
Yeah.
For sure. There's no doubt about it. But Dustin, first of all, thanks for being here and putting up with my nonsense, because I don't know what I'm doing here. Honestly, I'm not even supposed to be here today. But if someone, exactly, yeah, I like Clerks as well. Was that? Yeah, I met Dante and Randall at Fan Expo a couple years ago.
Nice. I met Kevin Smith in January. So.
Okay, I hate you now. So they signed an 8x10 from Clerks, and I asked him, could you sign this with your favorite line from the movie? And Dante wrote, I'm not even supposed to be here today. Randall wrote, this show would be so much better if it weren't for all the fucking customers. So it was great. It was great. And they're basically like your best friends. They're really chill. They're down to earth. They'll talk to you about anything you want, especially the movie and stuff they've done inside and outside of working with Kevin Smith. So they're very, very good to me. Comic-Con, very, very good to me. So Dustin, you wear more than just that ridiculously good-looking cowboy hat of yours, even though you're in a dark space right now that no one can see you. You're living in a bat cave, man. It's creepy.
That's
but
right.
If someone wants to,
he watches movies in the void.
He probably does. I don't know. Does he? Have you done that before? I don't know if you have or not, but text me later if you have. I'm just joshing you, Dustin. We love you, brother. But it was great to see you. If someone wants to know more about you and the incredible things you got going on there. And also, Talon Crew is coming up.
That's right.
In a couple of weeks. And Matt Kearns is hopefully going to sit down with us and discuss all things Smallville at some point.
That's right.
So if we can get him in here during the first season, because the first season is still a solid season, in my opinion. But still, Dustin, where can people follow you again on social media? Where can they follow
at
you?
Masters of the Thunder Nerds. And we have a YouTube show that is found on YouTube at Masters of the Thunder Nerds, and I'm on Instagram at Masters of the Thunder Nerds. So all those good things.
Yeah, Matt. If you're not following this young man right here, you need to start following him on social media. He's got some really good stuff cooking in that oven over there at the Meg.tv. And then obviously Talon Crew is going to drop in the month of October for this fall season, which I think is really, really exciting. And we're going back, man. We're going back to where it all started. And Smallville is one of those shows you can discover things.
It feels like home.
It really does. It really feels like home. And hopefully we'll get Matt on there and he'll dive into some of the episodes we're going to be discussing in season 1, hopefully. Because I would love to hear your 2 cents on certain storylines that play out in season 1. It's very, very good to me. Superman, very, very good to me. So my name is Ryan of I Quote Channel. If you want to know why I'm talking in strange impressions or accents, follow me across all social media. Where am I pointing to? Where is it? There it is, right there on this the thing with the thing. Name tag. It's at And I Quote Channel. You can follow me there. All kinds of great things coming your way very soon. Movie Watchalongs Friday night, 7:00 Eastern time. And I Quote, the flagship show on Saturdays at 12 p.m. Eastern. And once again, the next Movie Watchalong on Friday night, September the 26th, we're going to be celebrating 10 years of Denis Villeneuve's Sicario with Emily Blunt and Josh Brolin and Benicio del Toro, who gives a riveting performance in that film. But thank you for being a part of Days of Thunder's 35th anniversary watch along, even though it may have sounded like something different. Don't forget to like, share, comment, subscribe, do all that stuff, and happy 35th anniversary to the entire cast and crew of Days of Thunder.
Hold on a minute. Don't you think we ought to talk?
What, about how I'm gonna run? Sure.
About how you managed to live as long as you have.
Think you can drive?
Oh, he can drive. He can drive beyond the limits of the tires, the engine, the car, anything else.
There's nothing I can't do with a race car.
Well, that's the difference between you and me. There's only so much I can do.
You want me to work the pit and you drive? You run good? Thank you. We'll see how you do in a crowd.
I was desperate to get your attention.
Well, you got it. I walked into a jungle.
Come up here and do it. I'll take you to a race.
Really, I can't. I'm a doctor. I'm cool.
Think your driving can improve? I'll take your word for what a car can do, but I'm not taking anybody's word for what I can do.
I don't want you to hold a bad opinion of Nicole. I believe it scares him. He needs reassurance from you that he's okay. After all,
How could you ignore me like that? I wasn't ignoring you.
you're his doctor. See, a driver gets his bell rung and a couple of lights flicker. And loses what he needs more than his eyesight, more than his reflexes, more than anything in the world.
I've raced with my legs broke, heart bruised, eyes popping out of my head like they're on springs.
He loses his need. the need to drive right out there on the ragged edge.
He doesn't believe you can drive anymore.
How long before you find out if you're really good?
You just want to race again.
Are you really lucky?
You get back in that car, you'll die.